about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Maru Malandra. Who'd have thought? Maru Malandra. Be a hero. Maru Malandra. And not a zero. Maru Malandra. Argentina mentioned. Maru Malandra. Can she even henshin? Maru Malandra. A force for good. Maru Malandra. Send your neighborhood. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra! Cyborg girl! Maru Malandra! Save the world! Maru Malandra! Lives in a bog! Maru Malandra! The hedgehog! Maru Malandra! Sometimes she stinks! Maru Malandra! Likes to drink! Maru Malandra! Her hair is pink! Maru Malandra! Doesn't skate! Maru Malandra! Best steak! Maru Malandra! Drinks Kong strong! Maru Malandra! Shake all day long! Maru Malandra! What a world! Maru Malandra! Wear no pearls! Maru Malandra! She loves them girls! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Maru Malandra! Giga Chad! Maru Malandra! Make her mad! Maru Malandra! Was a fairy! Maru Malandra! Daddy Dairy! Maru Malandra! Breaking rules! Maru Malandra! Cutting school! Maru Malandra! A hero at heart! Maru Malandra! Doing her part! Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Maru Malandra. Who'd have thought? Maru Malandra. Be a hero. Maru Malandra. And not a zero. Maru Malandra. Argentina mentioned. Maru Malandra. Can she even henshin? Maru Malandra. A force for good. Maru Malandra. Send your neighborhood. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra! Cyborg girl! Maru Malandra! Save the world! Maru Malandra! Lives in a bog! Maru Malandra! The hedgehog! Maru Malandra! Sometimes she stinks! Maru Malandra! Likes to drink! Maru Malandra! Her hair is pink! Maru Malandra! Doesn't skate! Maru Malandra! Best steak! Maru Malandra! Drinks Kong strong! Maru Malandra! Shake all day long! Maru Malandra! What a world! Maru Malandra! Wear no pearls! Maru Malandra! She loves them girls! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Maru Malandra! Giga Chad! Maru Malandra! Make her mad! Maru Malandra! Was a fairy! Maru Malandra! Daddy Dairy! Maru Malandra! Breaking rules! Maru Malandra! Cutting school! Maru Malandra! A hero at heart! Maru Malandra! Doing her part! Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Who'd have thought? Be a hero. And not a zero. Argentina mentioned? Can she even headshot? Force for good. Send your neighborhood.
Yo! Oh, shit. Hello, everybody. Hello. How are we doing? Baptiste, Maya, Super Mika, welcome. Welcome to this. Welcome back to this. Sorry I'm late. That's it. Listen. I think we're used to this by now. I'm sorry that I'm late. You know how it is, fatigue, sleeping, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to bore you guys. But also, yeah, sorry about that. How are we all doing today? I am feeling all right. I'm also a bit sleepy. I'm really affected by changes in weather. And it's really dark and rainy today. Like, you know, people are like, oh, Crime City, it rains there all the time. Yes, but today it's like dark. It's like I have my lights on during sex. No, I have my lights on during daytime. That's what we're kind of dealing with here, you know. So yeah. Anyway, also my computer slows down a lot. Yay! I'm gonna close. I'm gonna hang on a second. Chat. Let me live, chat. Let me live. Hang on. Add folder. New folder. I'll put all of these motherfuckers in there. There we go. Off you go. Now I close Firefox. I'm gonna reopen it later. Shit. Yo, Kaisa, how's it going? The Dark Knight watches. Wow, does he? Do they? Does they? Is what? I've also just noticed that like my computer is pending a restart. So great job there, Mara Malandra. Let me have a look if there's anything that I can kill, any processes. Let me have a look. Nope. I just need a new computer. I'm just reminded of that every time. Right. Okay.
Get down, you little power, the fool of the set tonight. Kimochi, hikari de isshu ni ne mono winter rain. Anata dake mitsumete, watashi dake mitsumete, asu wo chikau.
Thank you for that, Mika. How you doing? Good afternoon, Maya. I sent Maya pictures of because Maya has a running bit that is not really a bit. Maya has a running bit with me when we watch wrestling, where they say like, "Oh, wrestlers don't know how to wear belts, right?" That's running bit, and I sent Maya two pictures. One from last night's SmackDown of Jacob Fatu wearing his championship belt as snood, basically, which I've seen Japanese wrestlers do, and I think it looks really badass. It looks very anime. And then John Cena, when he won the championship, he put it on backwards. Like, that's his thing now. Ow, he puts it on backwards because he's going to ruin wrestling. And I showed Maya the picture of John Cena with the championship. Oh, also, hi, Torchwood. Torchwood Ulrich. Hello. Welcome. And yeah, and I put, and I showed Maya that picture. Maya was like, oh, come on. It's the ultimate wearing it wrong, right? It's the ultimate wearing it wrong. What we're doing today? Today, we're going to build the Striker Packs for my entry grade. Where the fuck is it? Shit. Where is my entry grade Strike Gundam? I need to get it for this. Hang on a second. Okay. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, there it is. Looking like a... Ah! Harrow, no! I dropped a Harrow, chat. I dropped a Harrow. You okay, Harrow? Okay. No, Harrow's fine, actually. Harrow's perfectly okay. Alright. So good, so good. Alright. Way. Okay, let me hang on, let me get myself a bit more chilled, my friends. There we go. And yeah, let's get right to it. Wow. Okay. I need to change the now building. Hang on a second. Where is it? Now building. Strike Gundam weapon packs. There we go. There you go. There it is. Okay. So yeah, it's Pikachu. What? Where is there? Where is it, Pikachu? What? Where? I don't see a Pikachu. This is an old clamp, my friends. But yeah, so this is the where's my brush? Oh, no, I never know my brushes. This is my Strike Gundam that I built on stream. In fact, I did a speed build in which it's an entry grade. I built it without tools, without panel lining, in like 30 minutes. And it's really funny because like somebody was saying to me the other day, oh, a high grade takes me 30 minutes. And I'm like, a high grade takes me like 20 hours, bro. But they were saying that they don't sand or anything. And this is not sanded. This is all like no tools taken from the speed building during my first subathon. First and only so far, which was 6 months into me being a VTuber. My plan was originally to make subathons every 6 months, but then I got chronic fatigue. And that shit puts a stop to shit. So this entry grade, it's poultry. It's not even like the cool entry grade that you get now that is like, I think it was available back then too, that has like the shield and the weapon. No, that's fair. I enjoy sanding and I like the way it looks when sanded. But yeah, and the normal entry grade comes with like a rifle and a shield. This one didn't. And I thought the strike packs would have it, but they don't. They have a rifle that is not the standard rifle. It will do, but there's no shield. So I'm fucked, I guess. I'm fucked. But it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, this is entry grade. This is the one that came in a baggie. It's still extremely articulated. I was very impressed with it. Very impressed with how flexible it is. But the cool thing about the Striker Packs is that you can use them on like other versions of the Strike Gundam, I'm pretty sure. That's my understanding. But it is designed for the entry grade, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's the entry grade. It comes with this little shitty little knife. A cool thing I've seen with Gundam is people drawing them custom Kamen Riders. Oh yeah, that is fun. That is a lot of fun. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy aside. So we're building today. I don't know if we're gonna get to both of them, but it is the, because they're pretty big. They're like they're like almost a high grade in terms of parts. So this is the Ale Striker, and we got like the Ale Striker pack. The batteries for when you do the perfect one, which is combining all 3 packs. And then we got the big sword, big bazooka, and a different beam rifle, and a couple of beams, also some attachment parts. So very cool. And then we have the launch striker and sword striker, which, you know, the one that's all guns and shit. Hi, Kani. Yeah. Hi, Solico. I am glad. His beauty? I'm a woman. I'm a woman, but yeah. I'm barely awake. It's like 9:30. Hi, Criestro. Welcome. Anyway, so you got the sword one, which is like the big sword and the big boomerang, and the big gun and stuff. And then attachment parts, of course. And then obviously all of this can combine with the strap. I mean, obviously it can be wielded by other Gunpla. And it can be combined to make the perfect Strike Gundam or whatever it's called. I want to start with this one because since it's 2, we'll definitely finish one. Hopefully we'll finish both. But yeah, so let's get going. Let's get going. So let's see what we got in the box. I'm gonna grab my workstation in a second. By the way, I've been doing a lot of tidying up, which I'm really excited. I shot a video yesterday. I shot a Gunpla build video, building. Let me show you. I built this little guy. This is a Gashapon Gunpla. I got it from a Gashapon machine. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's fun to have a Gunpla that came from a ball. But this thing is a piece of shit. Every time you try to move it, it's articulated. It's very poseable, right? Hang on a second. It's very poseable, right? It's very poseable, right? But it falls apart all the time. Every time you want to pose it, it falls apart. I couldn't get these parts to attach properly, but it's really cool. It has a movable mono eye. You remove the head and you can move the mono eye about, so it's pretty fun. So I filmed the entire process of building it. Look forward to that on TikTok or whatever. But yeah, so let's have a look at these accessories. Yeah, they're not graded, but they're basically intergrade, I think. That's my understand. Well, I don't know, because they don't have intergrade markings at all. So it's saying how to do the perfect pack. We'll start with the launcher. Yeah, it did say that it's for the intergrade here, so okay. I don't think this will take that long, actually. I think, like, I get the impression that this is just a lot of really big parts. Oh yeah, and it does come with the instructions to how to put it all together as the perfect strike. Yeah, it's just 2 runners. It's not like, it's just that there's like long parts, so that's why I guess it's like a thin box, right? Like here's all it's 1 runner for the launcher, it seems, and then 1 runner for the sword, which is pretty cool. I really like the sword, like the I think it's called the anti-battleship sword. Hi, Sina! Yes, there are boobs right here. Maru Masatur's Masaturday. And oh, I forgot my glasses. I need my glasses, actually. Hang on a second. Yeah, there we are. Now I have my glasses. But yeah, so this one is like, yeah, 1 for the sword, 1 for the launcher. We're gonna start with launcher. Do you like all this? Do you like all this crinkling? But yeah, welcome everybody. I'm so happy that you're all here, by the way. I have some stuff to talk about, and then of course the conversation will develop organically. Let me open. Let me get some music going. Where is Firefox? Okay, that's where it needs to be. No, I want you to close tabs to the right. There we go. Play the music. You know the one. What music? You want to meet the... We're not gonna do meet the runners. It's just 2 runners, Maya. Most like all the kids that I do meet the runners with are like, they're like 7 or 8 runners. This is 2 runners, Maya. Come on, no, 3 runners. Okay, 3 runners, because there's a clear parts runner. What's a bindle? What's a bindle? I don't know what a bindle is. So I don't know what that means. I mean, there is music at the moment, but I'm gonna change to my stream play. That's my theme song. That's like my just chatting song, which is very banging by Skylarka. What is a bindle, chat? I don't know what a bindle is, but I'm gonna find us some cool music. Hang on a second. Gonna get some of those like PlayStation vibes that I was playing. It's when you tie stuff up in a handkerchief and tie it to a stick. Oh, I see. Yeah. Listen. Okay, I'll just do all of the runners for both. How about that? I'll do all the runners for both. Yeah, because this one has more runners. This one has like 4. This one has 4. So time to meet the runners, chat. Time to meet the runners. Okay. Hang on a second. The thing that Chow holds when you send them to a farm upstate to be turned into glue, into Chow glue. Okay. Okay. Here it comes. Meet the runners, chat. We're gonna meet the runners. Hang on. I need to take them out of the bag first. Right? Because otherwise. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna make sure they're not getting mixed up as well, so I'm gonna keep them in their box. There we are. Alrighty. I removed all my mods from Monster Hunter, by the way. You know all the funny mods I was using on Monday? Because they're funny, but they get on your nerves after a while. Some of them especially. Oh, okay. People. The effects. Okay, we're gonna meet the runners, chat. We're gonna do it. Let me ensure that this is playing first. Okay. No! You ruined it. YouTube. Why did it start from there? You should start from the start. Hi, JDG. Welcome. Yeah. Gonna meet the runners. Runner OC. Runner OA. Runner OB. Or BO? OB. Runner C3. Runner C1. Another runner called OB. And runner OA. And I dropped the cable. Ah! Bam, 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 ba 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 bam. Runners. There you go. Are you happy, Maya? Are you happy? Turned my brain too much last week after watching 21 episodes and 2 movies of Super Sentai based. Are you building Gundams? Yes, I am building the strike packs for this guy, the entry grade strike Gundam. We need to panel line this guy. I didn't even panel line it. Runner BO is for Smellovision viewers. Yeah, Runner BO is only available on Smellovision. Now let me find us some good music, chat. Let me find us some good music. What do you got? I have. How do we feel about a breakcore mix to dissociate to? I think I stopped playing this one the other day. I don't know how good it's. I don't know if it's the vibe we want. Let me see. Ooh. No, too spooky. What about over 2 hours of the best fighting game music? How about this? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. This works. This works. Absolutely. Okie dokie. We're gonna, let me get my workstation. Here it is. I like watching Gundam TV shows and movies since I was a huge fan of it. Yeah, I love Gundam. We love Gundam here. We're Gundam enjoyers. Okay. You need to expand your horizons. That's fair. Oh shit, I put my stream deck in the wrong place. That's where it's meant to go. Okay. There we are. Can we hang on a second. Jerry, can we get the camera a bit further down? Oh, that's as far as it will go. Thank you, Jerry. I love this crunkly fucking music. I have to get back to watching Gundam. I started the first series some time ago. I need to get back. Oh, original Gundam is so good, bro. Oh yeah, I also need to hang on. I need to move my microphone so it's not in my way. There we go. It's more of a radio announcer. Kai Wolf, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Thank you for the sub with Prime. Congratulations on 4 months of being in the gang. Okay. Hang on. Does it need to be a bit closer, maybe? There we go. There we are. Hello, chat. We're very close, very intimate. Right. So where does one begin with? Who am this? Hi, Kai Wolf. Welcome. Okay, Launcher Striker. Alrighty. But I'm warm already. I don't know why. I generate too much heat. I'm too hot. Let me drink some water. Some water for all you thirsty little maggots. I'm not gonna call you maggots. You have to pay me to call you a maggot. Soon, when I open my fansly, I'll call you maggots if you want. Okay, let me gonna put this out of the way. Oh, hang on. Where are my nippers at? Nippers! I was using them in that video and I forgot. I think my first season was Wing and I don't remember much. I was young at the time and I also remember watching an SD Gundam show. Do I like Sonic games? I think Sonic games are pretty fun. I am not like an expert. I played like all the retro ones and basically none of the modern ones. I think I have Frontiers on my PlayStation. I think. Oh, this whole thing is one. Whenever I see maggots, I immediately hear the TF2 soldier. Yeah. So, okay, so this is okay. And they've done that thing that I hate, chat. There's a hit that I hate. Where the gate that connects to the runner is connected to a peg. And that peg is necessary for assembly and must not be cut. This is really stupid. You need it. Why could you not connect it to like here, to like other parts of it? Stupid. I hate it when they do this. It makes it so easy to. I fucked that up on Getter Robo. You know what I mean? I fucked that up when I did the Getter Robo the other day. It's so easy. You know? Okay, I'm just gonna leave those on there. And then what else do we need? We need OA1 and OA4. Okay. Alrighty. Fascinating how the bigness of the parts. By the way, is my audio okay? Can you hear the music okay? Am I okay? I'm not okay. I am fine actually. I am in fine form. I'm in good form. Do people say that in Britain? That's something people say in Ireland, right? Like when you let's say that you have a friend you haven't seen in a while, right? Well, I don't know. It's more like, you know, people are like, oh, how was hanging out with the pub last night? How was John? And then your friend is like, oh, John was in top form. You know, he was in top form. You were talking about racing his dogs. I don't know. Being very funny. Hi, Baptiste. Welcome. Benvenuto. Allora, cosa facciamo? Well, let's focus on these. But, well, no, I think I want to just get. I don't know. I'm very tempted to get everything out of this runner, but I don't know if I think it might be a mistake. Good form. I never hear normal speech. You're in the south. Well, wait, in the south? Are you in the UK or because I'm talking about the UK and Ireland? Oh, the US South. Yeah, that'll be obviously very, very different. I don't know if I should take all of the pieces out. Honestly, it'll be faster, I think. Take all the pieces out, you know. Do I have a little box for the small pieces? Hang on a second. Oh no, yeah, I do. I have the. I have my parts tray. I'm a parts tray. Yeah. Yeah. I'll put them all in the parts tray. How about that? I'll color code them as well. All the yellow. Oh, this thing is a bit manky. Hang on a second. Let me at least dust it. I think it's best what's on it. You're moving around and the mic is not picking up all your speech. Oh right, okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, it that does happen. I'm sorry about that. Because I know I need to face the mic, but it's difficult as well when I'm building Gunpla because instead of the mic being directly in front of my face, it has to be like at an angle, so that it doesn't get in the way of my vision. You know. Sorry about that. Yeah. Also, the mic, when I face away, the mic does pick up my speech. The mic does pick it up, but because I'm looking at the bar and it is picking it up, but it is lower, definitely lower. So I think the problem is that I wonder if my music is too loud. Okay. Yeah. No. Thank you. Because yeah, to give you an idea, I'm gonna face away now. I'm facing away right now, but I'm looking at the bar. I was looking at the bar and the bar is filling. So like the audio is coming through. But it's not, it might not have been audible because of the music. Okay. Yeah, let's put all the parts in the tray. Let's do this. But no, thank you for the gentle reminder. It is very, very good to know when I am not very audible. .com. Sponsored? No sponsored. Because it's something that I can't tell. I've been told to put a monitor on, but bro, that shit destroys my brain for real. Putting a monitor on, an audio monitor. Oh, motherfucker, ow. Sorry, I got an each. I got each. Okay, all the yellow parts are going to go into the yellow thingy. It's really funny because like a few years ago, my friend Giselle told me like, oh, you know, I just take all the parts out and organize them and then build. And I was like, you're insane. And I mean, I still think for something like a master grade or whatever, a real grade, that's kind of insane. Something with a really high parts count. Unless you have one of these that is like really organized and you really categorize all of them, you know? Monitor while Gunpla building sounds like too much. Well, monitor while anything is too much for me, honestly. Okay, give me a second. I'm having a problem right here. I'm having an issue. I'm having an IRL issue. Okay. That should be that sorted. Right, so let's get this out of the way. Let's get. Oh yeah, I need to get a light in here. Oh, so turning on. Oh, is it completely out of juice? Okay, hang on. I remember streaming one time and I screwed up my audio so bad that it was barely audible the whole time. Yeah, I didn't realize that recently on Discord calls I've been like hard to hear recently. Come on, where's this stupid plug? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. There it is. There it is. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Oh. Right. Now, let's take all the parts out. Let's take them all out, chat. How's everybody been doing? Have people been seeing the latest controversies in the VTuber scene? Have people heard? You're always way too loud. Is that a problem? Yeah, I mean, I am a loud person. My problem is peaking on my audio. You know what I mean? I'm always peaking. That's my problem. Actually, hang on. Boop. Okay, I just boosted my audio slightly. Everything's falling apart on my desk, but I boosted my audio. I need to frame this thing. Yeah. Did you know the hot news on the VTuber scene? The hot news? Oh shit, why did my code reactivate? I did accidentally hit my... There we go. Yeah, it turns out Cinder is a bit of a wrong'un. Turns out Cinder has been... I don't really know how to describe it. Basically like... So in the like big name indie VTuber Cinder basically got called out by an artist that worked with her because basically this artist, she had been manipulated into basically Cinder and her manager wanted this artist to work less with other big VTubers. And these other big VTubers included her friends. Now, I know you don't know who that is, Maya, because you don't know about VTubers. That's fine. But trust me, Cinder is a big name in this space. Trust me. Trust me on this. You can trust me. And like, for example, she's big friends with Shy Lily, who is also a huge independent VTuber. And why am I holding this like this? This is not correct. So for example, she was saying like, oh, Shy Lily is like only hiring this art. Like they were saying to this artist, oh, Shy Lily's only hiring you because like, no, not only hiring you, but like Shy Lily's hiring you to copy us or whatever. And basically, what it comes down to is that Cinder has this extremely competitive high school mentality, right? And she even has this like vendetta against a tiny VTuber. Well, not a tiny VTuber. I actually don't know because I don't know what VTuber it is. But all I know is that there is a VTuber that is a fraction of Cinder's size. Cinder is huge. Cinder is a full-time content creator. And Cinder has this vendetta against this much smaller VTuber that she says copied her. And she's been trying to go like, oh, yeah, and she was bitching about it on the DMs with this artist. And the entire thing, I know I'm making it sound like drama. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but basically a lot of people have come out in support of this artist and saying about how Cinder has been like manipulative. And thank you for the follow, Electric Water Waves. Thank you. I'm basically saying how Cinder is like, yeah, how basically Cinder is like engaging in a lot of that really kind of crappy high school behavior and you know, not wanting to share resources, wanting like one of the insane things I would say. So this artist, the artist that like blew the top of this, Nano, she's a VTuber model artist, and they were telling her that she should have less clients, and they were like, oh, we'll make up with it. We'll make up for that if you work for us. But they were saying you should have less art. You should have less there should be less models that you make. You should make less models because the more models you make, the less value they have. You know, it stops being a special thing. That's literally what they told this woman. Fucking unhinged. So now there's a lot of heat on Cinder. Her only reaction was that she has fired her manager, who might be her partner. I'm not sure about that. But the thing is, all of this stuff was not without Cinder's knowledge. All of this stuff was stuff that Cinder, some of it she's done herself, and a lot of it that she's approved of, and that is like known. So she might be like throwing the manager under the bus. Yeah. The whole thing is insane. It's blowing up on Twitter. The Everything app. Sorry, X, the Everything app. Apologies. Apologies for the confusion. It's not called Twitter. It's X, the Everything app. So yeah. So shit is fucked. Yeah. It's been wild. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. I read the document from Nano, and and Bao was involved as well, because Bao is good friends with Cinder, and there was also some other shit involving her, like, I don't know, copying Cinder or whatever. Cinder seems to be like really concerned that other people are copying her. You know, she's like really concerned. Oh, this person is copying. This person is using the same artist. This person is, you know, using the same model artist, or using the same whatever, and they try to copy me, or oh, I want exclusivity, and like basically manipulating this artist, and also involving this artist in drama that this artist had nothing to do with. Like, why does this artist care about what competitiveness Cinder might have? No, it's just high school. It's cloud poisoning, Maya. It's cloud. Well, I mean, the problem was not that they weren't, because they did offer to pay for it, but they were also like, it wasn't so much that they were saying, because like they were offering exclusivity at some points, but at many points it was less exclusivity and more like you shouldn't work with that person, you know. The whole thing is kind of insane, and it's essentially cloud poison behavior, because like someone Bint on Twitter, who is someone that basically talks a lot about VTuber stuff in the VTuber scene. They're better known for, I think the latest thing that they're known for is that they've been going hard after gamer subs and Kirsche. They're the person that have been going after all the Nazi bullshit. But Bint was like talking about it, and Bint was saying that there's like a toxicity at high level in the VTubing, and I think they're right. Because like at my level of hi Matthias, welcome. Because at my level, I was just saying like one of the things that attracted me to VTubing. So I'm saying this for, I know that some of you watching are VTubers, but some of you might not be, or maybe you're newer or whatever, or maybe you wonder like, because I know that like, thank you for the positive check on the hydrate. I'll do it in a second. I know that like, even for people that are, hang on, let me posture check. I was shrimping a bit, and I have my trusty water bottle. I love this water bottle. Found it in a bus. So I know that like, yeah, thank you for this. Thank you for keeping me healthy, Matthias. I know that you care, boo. So I guess I like just to demystify things a little bit, because I know that like even people that are just starting or whatever, or people that have like may not know much about how it is behind the scenes, because we do a lot of work behind the scenes for streaming in general, VTubing in particular. And but one of the things that attracted me to the VTuber scene, one of the things that made me love being a VTuber, like immediately, like I'm talking within like weeks, within like a week, is how collaborative this thing is. Because VTubers, unlike other streamers, we need more resources. We need like, well, we need more specialized resources. We need assets. We need artists. We need riggers. And all this other stuff, right? And the thing is, we share it. We share it all the time, man. We're always sharing this stuff. Because we're all trying to lift each other up. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that, oh, small indie VTubers, we're all noble. None of us wants clout. That's not true. There's a lot of people that do this kind of high school competitive shit even at our level. But also when you do it at our level, it looks cartoonish. Because you are cloud poisoned because you have 1,000 followers. That is pathetic. That is people that get like that, you know, they don't maintain a lot of stable friendships, let's just say. I've known quite a few in my time. And yeah, no. Okay. Runner done. Where's my soundboard? There we go. So yeah, so that's the runner done. Let's now get to cleaning all of these guys up and then assembling. Yeah, some people just want to pull the ladder up. You know what I mean? It's kind of tragic. But that's why, like, it feels so fucked up to me that you get so cloud poisoned. You get so tilted about, like, your insecurities. And I mean, I know. Okay, let me be completely real. You guys remember how it took I wish I'd start with a common assets could be an insane gamble. It'd be like starting a business instead of starting a hobby. Yeah, basically. Like, do you guys remember? You might not remember because there's a lot of new people here, but last year I had a break. Hang on a second. Last year I had a break for like about a month, right before I left Gatai. And I think during the break I announced that I was leaving Gatai, and I did a special stream for that. Hi, Dr. Pitching Man. This is Big Robots. Yeah, it's Big Robots indeed. Welcome. I'm building the accessories for the Strike Gundam entry grade. You might remember that Big Robots, yeah! Thank you for the follow, user 00 detected. Thank you. But yeah, and so last year you might remember that I went on that break. And the reason I went on that break was I needed it for my mental. I needed a break for my mental because I had gotten really in my mind. Yeah, I love a robot. Love robots, obviously. The reason why I went on a break from my mental is because I didn't get an opportunity I wanted. And I spiraled out. I had a back spiral. What, this model or this model? Hi, user detected. Welcome. So, and I went on that because, oh, thank you. Welcome. Always good to add people to the gang. But yeah, well, oh yeah, sorry. Welcome newcomers. I'm Mara Malandra, the Link Punk Rock Riot Queen. I am a variety streamer. I play Monster Hunter. Well, next week I'm starting Oblivion. Thank you for the follow, Dr. Pigeon Man. And yeah, I play Minecraft and I build Gunpla on weekends. So welcome. You don't care for bouncy boobs. I only care for robots. See, Dr. Pigeon Man, you know what you want. I respect that. You know what you like. So but yeah, basically I took a break from my mental last year. This was like August. And it was because it was getting to me. Like the whole like nobody was being competitive at me, but my brain was getting very like rotted with like numbers. Oh, why is this person doing better than me? Why is this person? Oh, you're in Brazil. Awesome. I'm from Argentina. Yeah. I can't speak Portuguese, I'm afraid. But I did grow up watching Brazilian television. I did grow up watching Reggie Manchetti when I was very little. That's how I started watching Tokusatsu, like Kamen Rider and that. I'm a big fan of Jaspion. Yeah. Caspion. Versão brasileira. Alamo, I think. And Changeman and all that. In fact, I'm currently watching Changeman and Jaspion with friends who haven't watched them before. A lot of fun. Yeah, Brazilian television, you know, Shider, Kamen Rider Black. I actually didn't see Shider, but I did see Kamen Rider Black. Anyway, so what I was sorry, just to finish this this train of thought. I know that it's maybe not that interesting, but I want to say this poisoning that Cinder has. I'm not condoning it. I'm saying that I get it. But the thing is, oh, thank you. My nails are actually kind of fucked because like I'm getting them redone next week. I need the back fills because like you can tell it's been a while since I got them done. Castillo Ratimbum. I've gone through every Super Sentai season before watching Gokaiger. Oh, awesome. That is such a fun way to do it. But yeah, so just to finish that thought. I got really in my head about like why am I not succeeding and this other person is succeeding, right? Why am I doing all the right things and not succeeding when this other person does less than I do and succeeds? You know, all that shit worms into your brain, man. It worms into your fucking brain. And it cooks it. It cooks it because we're not human beings. We're not put on this earth for that kind of shit, right? So that's why I took a break last year. And I'm not gonna tell you this stuff is like holy god, it surfaces. But the difference is that I am aware of it. I am aware that this is bad. And when my friends saw that I was like this, they called me in actually, and they were like, "You need to take a break. You need to stop streaming." And I came back with a much healthier mindset that I'm trying to maintain as best as I can. I fail sometimes, but I am aware of it. But what's incredible to me is that someone can get to the level Cinder is. You didn't like most of Showa? Okay, in fairness, you've seen more Showa than I have by now. I love Changeman though. But like, so what gets to me is that like, how did nobody catch this before this point with Cinder? You know what I mean? Is she someone that has just like always hidden this in secret? Because like for me, this kind of competitiveness, this kind of high school bullshit is something that like entered my brain because of like how content kind of cooks it. But it's not how I am normally. It's just because this shit can cook, like this number crunching shit can cook your brain. And I feel like if Cinder got to that level and nobody noticed anything and nobody said anything, it means that this is who she is. This is who she's been. That she badmouths people behind their back. That she like, you know, that she has this bitchy high school behavior. And that's fucked, bro. It's always so insane to me that you can get to that level by being that kind of person, you know? This is something I talked about with my therapist. Something that I found really difficult to deal with was that that it feels like in the world of content creation, the less morals and scruples that you have, the more likely you are to succeed. You know what I mean? Like, the more you exploit others, the more you have zero morality and zero convictions, you're more likely to succeed. And that sucks. That sucks because like, I'm not going to tell you I'm the most moral or ethical person ever, but I have like lines. I have lines I don't cross. I have lines, man. And I'm not going to make rage bait. I'm not going to make fucking far right bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah, people love drama and shitty people. That's the problem, you know? That's the problem. Yeah, I don't know. It's depressing when you're a content creator and you have any kind of scruples, any kind of like morals. Had to look up so I could remember what season Changeman was. It had the mighty Booba in it. Yeah, it had Booba, who was like a Klingon basically. Also, Changeman, listen, I'm not going to tell you Changeman has good writing, but Changeman has spectacular action scenes in almost every episode. Almost every episode has action scenes better than like an entire season of other Sentai shows, in my opinion. I have a friend who was struggling with the content grind and went on hiatus for a really long time, then came back and just do it for the fun, not the views, and he's been a lot happier. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you I'm doing it just for fun and not for the views. I am doing it for the views. That's the problem is I see this as both a hobby and work. So I was like, I need, like, my aim was to find a way to balance that. You know what I mean? I had to find a way to balance that. And I feel like I have. And whenever I'm not, I've had different friends calling me in, but usually it's not been a huge issue. I like drama like who's kissing each other, not bad drama like who's abusing each other. Exactly. Favorite show season was Live Man. I heard that's a good one. Yeah, Change My House, Change My opening is banger. Yeah, that's the thing. Finding the balance is hard, especially because this is not like this is not something that you can ask your mom for advice on. You know what I mean? This is not something that you can ask your non-streamer friends for advice on, because content creation is so, the only people, like outside of content creation, sort of online content creation, the only people that get it are like maybe like artists, right? Artists under, because this is like a creation, it's a creative scene, for lack of a better word. It's a creative field. I'm a fan of real war machines, so if I would make a Gunpla, I would kit bash it to make it look like a Soviet tank. Interesting. One thing is drama originated from a safe imaginary space, and the other is doing that with other people who have feelings. Yeah. Yeah, right? Exactly. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's sad. You know what I mean? That you get to the point you have all those followers, you have that have a whole career. Also, like, Cinder is a co-owner of Gamer Subs. This is how big. For those who don't know, Gamer Subs is this big Gamer Subs is this huge, like, well, not huge, but it's this like you know, energy drink company that works with a lot of VTubers, and it's co-owned by many people, and two of those people are Cinder and Shy Lily, who are now at each other's throats because of what Cinder did to her. So it's the situation's Cinder's situation is crazy. You know, one thing is, have you watched Mobile Fighter G Gundam? I love G Gundam. It's caffeine Kool-Aid for adults. Yeah, I never tried it either. Thank you for the hydrate, Cena. Big streamers are good, small streamers are even better. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. But yeah, let me drink some water. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. You know, people like me spend ages looking up to people like Cinder. Not me personally looking up to Cinder, but you know, in general. And when you find out stuff like this, you're like, man, do I really want to be in this business? Can I really survive in this business not doing that? I don't know. Who, like, I don't wanna, I never want to, like, stab people in the back. You know what I mean? Even if a friendship fails or whatever, even if, like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, small communities are very nice. I do love my general scene / small community of VTubers, you know, me with Gatai, my former, like, the VTuber group I used to be part of, Gatai, and I have so many good friends, so many good communities I'm part of. Thank you for the headbuds, JDG. You know, I have like Pixie, I have Eggy now, and lots of other great friends and people you know, Firo and the entire Edo fam. And I'm just happy that I have good people around me, you know? And that's kind of, it's interesting because, like, so many people have said, like, oh, it's so difficult to make friends in the VTuber scene. And I get it, but I've never had that difficulty. I think probably because, like, I already, when I started, the first people that I befriended in VTubing, the very, very first, were Sonomikan. Is that a lesbian lightning in my cap? It is indeed. It is indeed. I am very gay. I am deliciously gay, one might say. I am proudly, one might say, just like, I just like women, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. So it's so fun that, like, people are noticing that. The two loves of this one are robots and women. Absolutely. I am super homosexual. You fucking know it. I love girls. I love kissing girls. So Yeah, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, yeah, like the first people that I bonded on with in this scene were like me older, right? Like people over 30. And I feel like, I mean, I don't know what age Cinder is. She's probably older, but like I feel like there's definitely a lot of puterío for the Spanish speakers. Oh shit, it's time for an ad. Fuck. Okay. We need to go on an ad break, chat. We're gonna go on a quick ad break so that people don't get pre-rolls. You know how it is. Twitch makes me do it. Go get yourself a drink. Go get yourself a snack. I will be with you in a couple minutes.
Force for good.
Welcome back, fam. Sorry that I took a bit longer. I went to get my shake, and I also I have my own theme song. It's my friend Skylarka, who is a fantastic composer, incredible musician. Go follow her. Boots, can you shout out Skylarka? You have mango gelato. Let's go. I have my milkshake, which is like it's like a lemon pie shake powder. That's the milkshake part. And then I put water, obviously, and then yogurt, and then Greek yogurt, and then frozen fruits, and it's all blended nice, and it's real good. In fact, I'm gonna drink some of it now. But yeah, also I wanted to say, chat. I wanted to say, okay, this is important. A third Google Doc has hit the sender. Believe it or not. I am a frozen fruit. Thank you. A third Google Doc. You have water and rage. Welcome, Rod. Welcome. How you doing, mate? But yeah, a third, almost poisoned to you. No. A third Google Doc has just dropped on Cinder. This one, I think, is from her next partner, accusing her of cheating. So we had the original from the artist, then the one from Bao about mistreatment, and then the one from there, from I think an ex-partner. Oh, delicious shake. Anyway, but yeah, so Cinder's situation is crazy. That's the conclusion. That's not all that I wanted to talk about today, so we can move on. We've been talking about it for like an hour. This might be a fast build, depending on how bad these knobs look. You're so close to the Blueprints ending. I don't know Blueprints. What's Blueprint? Is it an anime? But yeah, what else? But how are we all doing here? Is anybody building something while watching me? I always like if you enjoy building stuff while watching, do let me know what it is. If you're lurking, it's totally fine. I know how it is. But if you want to tell me if you're building something at the same time as me, do let me know, because I want to know what your builds are. Boop. Or at least what your latest build is. It's a puzzle roguelike. Oh, okay. Yo, which one did you buy? Tell me all. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the aerial Gundam. Yeah, the aerial Gundam. Cool. Okay. I love whatever music this is. I'm loving it. I know it's from a fighting game, but that's kind of all I know. Wow. But yeah, I love the aerial Gundam. Great kit. Great kit. You're playing War Thunder. Awesome. Yeah, basically, I love the aerial Gundam. I still have to build so many with the Mercury kits, like the aerial rebuild. I originally didn't like the aerial rebuild, but now I love it. Now I absolutely love it, you know? So hang on. Yeah, and obviously the Caliburn. I'm leaving the Caliburn for the very end. You got the Fortnite Piñata Lego set? Aww. Was it cute? Listen, if it makes you happy, you know what I mean? It's just it's a toy. You know? If it makes you happy, it makes you happy, you know what I mean? Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, I had a list of topics. What else did I want to talk about? I actually made a list today, believe it or not. Oh, there's a critics versus fans thing that I was gonna talk about in the yapping stream. I didn't end up doing because like we got distracted. Your fluff boy likes to sleep on the box, so you haven't built it yet. Aww. Wait, do you have a box big enough for like a cat or a dog? Is that how big that Lego set is? If money can't make you happy, explain this. Exactly, right? If money doesn't buy happiness, explain a Perfect Grade Unleashed RX-78 to Gundam. So, I was gonna say, I hired a manager. Chat. Big news. I hired a manager. I've had consultations in the past with people that do management and stuff. Mainly I worked with Tessa and I worked with my friend Eggy. But now this is a new person. You might meet them in chat some point soon because we haven't signed yet. We're signing next week when my money comes in. Very exciting. Like, this is like the first time I'm gonna have ongoing managerial support. Like, Pixie has helped me out with some stuff, other friends have helped me out with some stuff, but I really need someone to like keep me on task and help me plan and manage. Especially someone like me who I don't just stream and do videos and stuff. Like, I do, like, as you guys know, I want to break into video essays. I do a lot of writing. I have done, I want to do cons and stuff like that, con panels and stuff like that. So, as you know, like, I do a lot, and it's hard to organize it all together. I write for several websites, so it'll be really, really handy. Like, I there's a lot of stuff that I know that I fall behind a bit. I'm not very good at keeping up with social trends. I mean, I don't necessarily want to, but yeah, I'm not the best at keeping up with all of that. I'm not the best at managing my community. I am good at keeping bad people out of my community. I'm good at doing that, but not. I don't think I'm good at like making the community active and fun for you guys to be in. You know what I mean? Like, I love my community, but I think I can do more for you guys. And yeah, so it'll be really, really nice. I don't want to name them yet because, as I said, the contract's not signed yet. But yeah, I'm gonna have a Mane-san. I'm very excited. I'll be able to say I have a Mane-san. Am I a real VTuber now, Daddy? It's exciting. It's an exciting time, for sure. I feel like it will really help me deliver on everything, because I feel like in the past I've worried about not delivering on stuff, and especially with me needing to do a Donathon soon for computer parts. It's gonna be really, really good to have a manager to help me run that as well. So yeah, so that's well exciting. That's really, really, really fun. Yo, Lampy! Lampy, thank you for the ride! Ride? Why is my YouTube so loud, bro? Anyway, thank you for the raid! Thank you! No, I didn't. You've seen my nails. I thought they've looked better in other streams. It's like I've actually not had them done since February. I need to get them. I'm getting them done next week again. But yeah, welcome, Lampy. How was your morning Picross? Welcome. Yeah, I'm getting them redone because I normally get them done once a month, and then I drop the ball, and then the next booking for my nail tech was like April 30th. So like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna this time I'm actually gonna book the next one. Very sleepy and coffee, but did colorful puzzles. Aww, that's great. Well, before let me launch into my spiel, and of course you don't need to stick around. Feel free to go if you need to lurk, if you need to do some self-care post stream. But yeah, so basically, welcome, Raiders. My name is Marmalandra, delinquent punk rock riot queen. I am a variety streamer. I love action games like Monster Hunter. I am in a VTuber content creation server, Minecraft server, with Down the Floss, and I love playing retro games, and I love building Gunpla on weekends. We build Gunpla on weekends. That's kind of what we do. Do you like robots? Do you like girls? Do you like talking about kissing girls? Because I like talking about that a lot. And yeah, you wanna have a good time with a messy hag, a messy, sexy big sister hag. You know what I mean? That's what I offer you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And if you're having a good time, do drop us a follow. I'm almost at 1.8k. You never remember to touch them up. Yeah, it's very hard. Luckily, like the studio that I go to, the nail studio that I go to. Oh shit, I fucked it up there. the nail salon that I go to is like it's like 2 blocks away from me. Maru will never shade the guild kisser allegations. No, because they're not allegations. They've been proven in a court of law. Have you hack maxed yet, Maru? I mean, I'm always hack maxing. But for the sake of the audience, can you define hack maxing? Hi, Nyanko no Tekuku! Welcome! How you doing? The Empire of Kittens. The Empire of Kittens? Ugh. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Lampy. Really, always appreciate it, mate. Okay. Right, so yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm always hack maxing, but just explain it for the class, Rod. What do you mean by hack maxing? You know, I know, but you know. Speaking of hack maxing, I've been reading Dan the Dan. I've not watched the anime yet, but the manga is so good. I love what's her name? Momo's grandma. Momo's sexy grandma. She's goals. I'm wondering how one hack maxes. Yeah, because like you are a hack maxer, Lampy, aren't you? You're a fellow hack maxer, you know? E.G. Stride and H.E. Hi NTD. I always call you unknown. Yes, welcome. I am doing the expansion packs for the entry grade. They're not high grade, I would say. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. They're definitely not entry grade, so, but they're not graded, so. I mean, I feel like people get really in their heads about grades because they're like, oh, this one's a no grade, blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter what it says on the box. It matters like the quality of it. And so like if a no grade is the quality of a high grade, then it's a high grade, basically. Apparently hack maxing means dating an older woman. So I accidentally hack maxed. It's something that just comes natural to being a hack. I love myself, so yeah, I guess. You can call me David if you want to cause an extra confusion. No, I will not remember that. I'm sorry, NTD. I will just not remember that. But yeah, I have hack max. I have dated older women. I have kissed women that are way older than I am. lesbian romance, my friends. If a high grade breaks easily, it's a low grade. Exactly. I mean, that's a lot of high grades though. Like, I know that like the categories do mean something in general, but people get really sick of like, well, this is no grade, you know? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Look at how it's constructed. Just because Bandai decided to not brand something high grade. Like, these is not branded high grade because like it's in a line that doesn't have high grade branding because they're all like accessories, because the point is that they work for high grades and entry grades, and also for like real grades, also for like 30-minute missions. So that's why they don't have grading, clearly, right? Okay. I wonder if I hope this Strike Gundam is not different to the one that comes in a box with the shield. Hope it is compatible. If not, I'm gonna fucking yell. I've always dated someone younger than me who said they were hack maxing. I would put them in a headlock, non-sexual. Unless. I love you, Maya. I mean, is my girlfriend hack maxing? I mean, my girlfriend is not like there. It's not like. I mean, we have a significant age gap, but like she is in her 30s. You know, my girlfriend is in her 30s and I'm in my 40s. At this age, this kind of age gap is not really an issue. It would have been an issue if I was, oh, is the adapter available? Oh, NTD, do you know, hang on a second. Is there a difference between this and the entry grade that comes with the shield? Do you know? And you're saying the adapter is very loose. Would it be better on a high grade or something? No buts, that's the death sentence to Latinos. Yeah! Exactly. Okay, so let's look at individual parts now. There's like some things we're gonna buff one out for the lads. Yeah, this is the one that came from the baggie. Yeah. Careful with the mirror file. Never talk to a pedophile. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, this one is the one from the baggie. That's why it doesn't have a shield or a gun. I really hope it's compatible with this. I just assumed it would be. I'm gonna go to bed before I follow a 2 a.m. motivation drive. Listen, Ron, thank you so much for stopping over. Hope you have a good sleep. And don't wake up your wife watching me again. Your wife deserves better than you laughing at some bint on the internet. There's no difference beside the box has a rifle and shield. The bag has the knives. Everything else is the same, including the issues. Okay. That's good to know. Also, I gotta have a big old nap. No worries. Enjoy your nap, Lampy. Love you, mwah. I'm hoping you're having a great day and you're keeping safe. Hi, Elsa. I am. Thank you. It's only when you do media share day. Fair. This stupid little thingy. Give me a minute. Oh, where do those files go, man? Wait. Struck them. Not here. Alright. Well. Okay. If I just use a little bit of this. I'm considering getting a tool for this. I found some motivation to knock stuff off my to-do list. Hope to share success with you one day. Awesome! Awesome. But yeah, I'm considering getting like one of those rotary tools. I love your nail polish color. Purple is my favorite color. Yeah, it's my favorite color too. Purple and pink is my favorite color combination. Purple and hot pink. I also like pink a lot. I don't know what my favorite color is. It's pink or purple. It's kind of both. Come on. But yeah, I am considering getting like a tool. So that is, it's not working on that part. Hang on. I'm considering getting one of those like electronic routers that have like polishing and sanding discs. There's one from Despiae. It looks really good. It definitely might save time, but this bloody thing, not managing it. Oh, doggy laying on your bed. Fantastic. Just gonna do it the old-fashioned way with a nail buffer and dreams. Doki and a brush. Like, I normally wouldn't care as much about a knob mark, but this one is just like it's too obvious and too front center. Like, I don't care if a knob mark is hidden, but if a knob mark is like seen like straight on when you see it, you know, that's what I don't like. Wow. Yeah, see, now it's hidden. Now you can't really see it. That's all good. The Aegis Strike is weird. None of the HG backpacks made for it stays on, and the jet in the EG build strike, oh boy, it was fighting for its life when you try to pull it off the back. Oh yeah, I know which one you mean. I have like the one from Metaverse that is like a modified RX-78. That I have that integrate, and it's alright. It's not alright integrate. It holds together okay. And then I have a couple of integrators I haven't built because I haven't built the well, no, the other one that I built is I built the Gundam based special new Gundam FF. You know that one? And I built that one, and then I have the standard new Gundam integrate. And then I have the RX-78 integrate that comes with all the weapons. And the reason why I haven't built those is because, well, I haven't built the RX-78 because, like, when I was in Italy in November, I found the first grade Gundam. And I also have the best mecha collection Gundam. And I think, like, it would be really cool to make a video comparing all three of them. So, yeah, the La Gundam. I have the La Gundam. Yeah. It would be really cool to make a video comparing, because I feel that the best mecha collection Revive version and the first grade Gundam are fascinating mirrors of each other. Because think about it. The first Gundam is a modern Gundam design. Well, modern. It's from 25 years ago, but it was modern at the time of printing. It's the Katoki design for the perfect grade and the master grade put into a 1-in-144 model design made with the technology of 1980. And the best mecha collection is a version of that model of the original Gundam model from 1980 with the technology of now. And I think that's fascinating. That's a fascinating thing to make a video about. So I think that would be fun. Ah. There we go. Yeah, a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Because these are just very visible. Okay? Alrighty. Who's next? Okay, so now I need one of these. Okay, hang on. Ow, little parts. A video review comparing all one. Well, I wouldn't compare all of them. I would definitely have my I would definitely show off the beautiful high grade The Origin, which is my favorite so far. The high grade The Origin RX-78 Gundam. And I would also have in that video I would also have the entry grade Gundam as well. I don't know, just because I find it interesting to compare them, you know. Like this. Oh, interesting. Wait, huh? What? Am I doing this right? Is it supposed to like protrude? I mean, it does fit correctly, so. Yeah, that's just the right one. Okay. And now we move on to this part. Ooh, I forgot a nub in there. I forgot a nub in there. Why is it there? Okay, we can polish that with a file. What we need, so for the next, we need this. What else do we need? Second. We need this. This. What else are we gonna need? I think. Wait, is this the one? The one? Yeah, this one. And this one. Let me drink some drink. Let me drink some of my energy drink. So yeah, hired a manager. Really excited about hopefully being more consistent. You know, I feel like that's kind of what I need. The HG Beyond Global and the older HG, yeah, I don't have those. So, but the main comparison I want to make is the first grade and the Best Mega Collection. That's kind of that will be the purpose of the video. So it wouldn't be a comparison of all of them. I think people have already done that. I just want to compare these two because I think philosophically it's interesting. You know? Anyway. So, yeah, I really feel like hiring a manager would help with consistency. Having somebody else to bounce ideas off of and someone else who can like learn my rhythms and stuff and go like, okay, you're overdoing it, or okay, you need to not commit to this stuff or whatever. What else? Hang out with my maid yesterday. I hung out with her and her extremely good cat. I mean, let's be completely clear, right? Don't get it twisted, chat. Every cat is the best cat in the world. Doesn't that mean you know that shit? Where did the red bit go? Oh, it's right there. You know that sentence from can I tell you one of my least favorite? I mean, I know that. Okay, no, okay. So you know The Incredibles, right? You know the villain from The Incredibles. I'm sorry, I'm gonna run into a rant now, just because of a stupid thing that a stupid villain said in a children's movie. You know the whole thing of like when everybody's special, no one will be. You know that shit. Hang on. You know that shit. So what I hate is that the quote is good, right? The quote from that villain is good. What people forget is that he's the villain! a lot of people quote that and go like, oh yeah, man, yeah, that's like really smart and wise. And it's like, no, he's the villain. Because the thing is, when everyone is special, no one will be. It's like the stupidest fucking thing. Everybody can be special. What is stopping everybody from being special? Oh, then being special is normal. And it's like, yeah, you're still special. Being normal, like it's this really. I'm sorry, Americans watching. I love you, but it's this very American mindset that is like zero-sum game. It's like I can only be special if other people are beneath me. It's this hierarchical thing where being special means being better than other people, being above other people. And no. I don't fuck with that. Okay? I don't fuck with that because I feel like everybody can be special and everybody is special in their way. And like the most superhero movie written by an Ayn Rand fan. Is it? But yeah, so that's the thing, like the idea that when everybody's special, no one will be, and so we have to like stop this person. But I mean, there's like a consent issue with that villain. I'm not gonna get into the philosophy of Invincibles, right? Invincibles, the Invincibles, the Unstoppables. I don't fucking know what the movie's called. I don't care. The Incredibles. Sorry, I watched it in the cinema. I don't care. I watched it in the cinema a long ass time ago. But like, yeah, I just feel like it's not. I don't know. It's a very reductive way of seeing people, you know? Right. Do we have to take any notes of this? No, this looks fine to me. So then this go where? This go here? Hang on. Where's the... Oh, there's a big one and a small one, I see. It only has one orientation, essentially. And so we do that. Hang on, where is it? There you go. No, you don't wanna go in? Wait, you don't wanna go in? What's the problem, mate? What's your problem, mate? Ah, there we go. Yeah, in it went. This one has ugh. No, it looks bad. Oh, that looks nasty. That looks nasty. Yeah. The subplot about the kid wanting to run but not being able to use his powers is all about how bad it is for the exceptional to have to hold themselves back for the benefit of the less talented. Yeah, that is Ayn Rand bullshit. That is straight up Ayn Rand bullshit. You know, straight up. Fuck that shit. Fuck Ayn Rand. Fuck the Fash. Fuck the Nazis. Fuck Kershaw. Fuck all the right-wing chuds in the VTuber scene. Okay. Right. Oh shit! I didn't clean the back of it. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched. I only watched Incredibles when it was in cinema, when it was new. And there's like a second one that I've never seen. I don't remember anything about this movie. The most Ayn Rand bullshit is inventing objectivism and then relying on government assistance in your old age. That is so funny. Like, the thing is, I wouldn't have denied Ayn Rand government assistance, you know what I mean? When you're an old person, you need it. From a humanitarian like that. Okay, that helped a bit. Try this one. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are not, you know, that are very anti-Rand who have read her work just to like understand that viewpoint. But I also I don't hate myself that much. I saw there's like didn't they make like a movie trilogy about Atlas Shrugged? Didn't they make like a movie trilogy of that? Or am I? Yeah, they did, because like I remember watching somebody do a video review of it like years ago about it being a whole pile of horse shit. Like, not just because it's Ayn Rand, but also because they're bad movies. Meaning that she should have had to live stream cashing the checks. I don't think the internet existed. I think you're talking about like the 70s. Right? Didn't she die in like the 80s or some shit? Hang on a second. Agree to disagree. Fair. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I need to reply to a message. Okay, so I feel as happy with this thing as I'm gonna be unless I spray paint. Motherfucker. Spray paint it, which we're not gonna do. So let's just add it. Oh, it's like... Okay, there we go. There it is. And now we need the other part, the back bit. Okay, so... Oh, and the other cannon. Okay. So then, these guys... that looks fine. That looks... fine. And this looks... that bit I don't like. Ooh, that's a big nub. Glass files are so good though, I will say. Okay. So. Me. So. Oh, motherfucker. Ow. By the way, is the music too low? Or is it just right? You let me know. Alrighty. Yes. So, we'll send some of this as well. Make it more consistent and stuff. That one. Yeah, what other news do I have? Oh man, I went to watch Titans with my friend yesterday. Hang out with her amazing cat. Before I did a ramble about how all the cats are the best cats. And like Titans is a show. It's DC's Titans that is on Netflix. It ended a couple of years ago. And me and my friend are big fans, and we're only now getting around to watching the final season. We're watching it season by season when we live together, because this friend of mine is a former flatmate. Actual flatmate, not partner, by the way. I'm not using euphemisms. So Titans, it's about the a bit, sometimes they're called the Teen Titans in the comics, and it's a show that it's been very critically panned, I would say, but that we loved it basically from the get-go because it's so campy and so stupid and ridiculous. Wait, what? How? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Then, like that. And then comes this cannon. And, but the weird thing about it is, like, if you look online, right, people, like, there is a fandom of it. People did watch it. But in terms of like who watches it, who knows about it, like me and my friend, the only people that we know that have watched it is us and a couple of our friends, 2 of our friends. And that's it. We don't know anybody else who has watched it. And it kind of feels insane because it's like you're watching this like highly produced Netflix show with like 0 cultural impact. And it feels like the show was made for us. You know what I mean? Because it's so dumb. It's so stupid. It's the kind of show that you're like, a lot of the time you're like, oh, this show is just bad, right? This show is just bad. This show is just terrible. This show is just like garbage from the garbage can of history, right? And then sometimes it's clear that they know it's kind of trash, you know? That they know that it's campy and stupid. And then sometimes it's so serious and sometimes it's so campy and it's like, wow, which is it? It's both. It's all of them. You know what I mean? It's all of them. Right. So, okay. So I now this. Okay. Let me take your knives, babe. Put your knives down. Put your knives down. Put them down. Put them down. I didn't say remove your hand. But okay. Okay. But the instructions now say to apply it to you. So we grab what's the back part? This is the back part. So this will fit on there. Okay. Okay. Should I bother? Nah, I'm not gonna bother panel lining that just yet. Maybe I'll panel line the whole thing at one point, but right now I'm not. So this is supposed to fit in there, but oh wait. Okay, there it is. Okay. Wow, there's like a big knob in there. But yeah, anyway, This is Titans is a stupid fun show that I love. At the end, I guess. Okay, so then that go in. You go in there. Okay. And this one. So, ooh, kind of complicated. Hang on. Because it plugs in there and then in the back. The beam port for the shoulder right knife and the beam at the end of the sword handle are the same size. Okay. I don't fully understand what that means yet, because I think that's for the sword part, right? Hang on. I'm going to remove the arm. Make it easier. Hang on, how? What? Huh? Oh, there's a part here that will go into the shoulder, into the shoulder armor. Hang on. Kind of the difficult thing. Come on. There we go. No, it didn't go in. It didn't go in. It needs to go into that gray bit. There we go. I did have to push that in a little bit. Oh, it looks like a little robot. That looks like a little robot. Look. It's like, hello. But yeah, there it is. The machine gun and the drum. It's nice. Okay. All right. What is next? Next we have the big gun. Oh man, I started to fade slightly there. Okay. Okay. Just checking what parts I need. Ahimahum. Alrighty. Here we are. Okay, so I guess this goes with like that. Okay. And then these two join together. Like that. And then they both go into this at an angle. And now this attached to this. There we go. Satisfying click. Okay. And then we have the backpack. This is the actual backpack. Let's see if I don't think this needs any major surgery. And oh, and this attached to that. Oh, it's interesting because it has. Hang on. Yeah, because it has like a little locking mechanism there, so it just like kind of locks there, which is nice for stability, for bring stability. All right, and then the gun itself. So let's first look at the big guns and see what they need. I am tempted to panel line these though. I'm not feeling like panel lining today. Not gonna lie. Although this is tempting, but yeah. Sorry. Do we have any nubs that are bothering me? Any nub marks that bother me? Not on. Oh, yeah. There's one in there. Hate that sound. Hate that sound. Hate that sound. It's already looking better though. Oof. That is a bad nub mark, man. That is really bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having one of those brain foggy moments. Sorry, chat. I'm really excited to play Oblivion next week. Something for the rad viewers. I'm really excited to play Oblivion next week with you guys. For you guys. Who knows anymore? Ah! But yeah, I've never played it before, and I was asking, can I be a sexy lizard lady? And people were like, yeah. And I was like, can I be a cultist, a zealot, or something? And people were like, yeah, you can. And so that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a religious zealot, who's also a sexual lizard. You're wrong, sexual lizard. But we'll finally confront Todd and make him answer for his crimes. Exactly. I'm really glad that I had that on Game Pass. I was not gonna be able to afford it. Oh, hi Rod. I start talking about the lusty Argonian maid, and obviously people wake the fuck up because you're all fucking perverts. You're all perverts. You're only here for my body. Okay. Okay. I almost knocked my keyboard off the table. Okay. Wow. Better start installing it now, so it's ready for this. I already installed it. Don't kink shame me. It's this one. And so this has the last little red part, which is this. How does this go? Like that. Okay, and then you put it like this. Oh, it's literally for those two little dots. Hang on. It's literally the most obscure king of all, liking women's breasts. It's like, you see? Can you see that? Can you see that? It's for those two dots. That's nice color separation. Hi, Bry Guy. Welcome. It's going good. I am being very low key today, very low effort on it. Honestly, because I'm not panel lining anything. I will do it eventually, I guess. Oh, we already just sandwiched these two together. Okay, that was quick. Okay, there we go. Not a fan of that, but I don't think that's gonna be too this. Oh no, it will be if it's like in the back there. So I know I shouldn't do this. Don't tell Giselle that I did this. But I'm gonna sand them while they're together. Brian like Brian. Awesome. Let's see if this works at all. It might not work, you know? Might not work. Okay. It's not really working. But we might just need the sponge. Let's see if this works. I would say it did. Come on! There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Now, step 2. So yeah, no, I'm excited because I'm also gonna play, cause normally on games like that, I play melee classes. Like I play like, you know, strong classes, whatever. I'm gonna be a wizard. I've decided. I wanna be a witch or a wizard, whatever. A witch. I wanna be a witch. I wanna do a lot of spell. Is Oblivion harder if you play with just like with magic, or is it easier? What do people think? Because I don't know anything. As in, I know some general Elder Scrolls lore and shit. But, not really that much, you know? Custom magic via Mage's Guild is definitely viable. What does custom magic mean? Hang on, I need to reopen this. Oh, it's not very friendly to being spudged apart. I think generally any build is viable, but you're always gonna probably do some amount of melee or low combat too. Okay. Okay, go. Separating the part. I want to clean that up. You can literally make custom spells. But what does that mean? Like, I can do like a fireball that shoots spikes? I don't know. I don't know what a custom spell means in this context. Yeah, see, that's the... I want to remove. There we go. Now we can reassemble it. Yeah, I never really played. I've watched a lot of people play Skyrim, and I think I launched Skyrim once. I own it. That's kind of the extent of my Elder Scrolls experience. Pixie's the big elder head in our family. In our little VTuber family. Pixie's the big, because she's the big Todd Howard. She's the one that worships at the feet of Todd Howard and licks his feet. She would hate me saying that. You can basically combine any spell effect that you have and do different, more powerful spells, and also just do additional. Is it the kind of thing where like finding resources to cast spells is difficult? Like managing your MP, you know, is like where it's like, oh no, you ran out of MP really fast, and now you're in the middle of a dungeon and you need expensive items to raise your MP again. Is it that kind of thing? Everyone in the universe of Skyrim, that is true. It's like that one U2 album that they put on everyone's iPod. It's like that. Even I owned that album because I had an iPhone at the time. I think it was an iPhone. I never had an iPod. I only had iPhone 3G and iPhone 4. I think I still have the iPhone 4 in a drawer somewhere. I don't know what you can do with an old iPhone 4. Maybe we donated it to charity? I can't remember what I did with it. Fucking e-waste. It's e-waste now. Just like my career, Jerry. Join the club. How's the music, by the way? Is the music low? Is the music loud? Let me know. Yeah, this one next. Okay. Dovahkiin, you forgot to take out the bin. Dovahkiin, it is full of your shit. Dovahkiin. You have dragons in you. Dovahkiin, but dragon is the side for you. Ow! Wait, did that actually work? Did that hit actually come out? Did that hit actually come out? Oh, this is looking nice actually. Ooh, the plastic has melted really nicely actually. But the nubs are still there, which is the problem. Right, chat, I need to take us to an ad break. Another one, I'm sorry about that. And we'll be right back with more GUNPLA building. Just stretch your legs, get yourself a juice, get yourself a drink, get yourself a cup of tea, or a boba. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the posture check. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
I'm not. People can hear me, but they can't see me. Oh.
Yeah, and also I'm having trouble because like Firefox is now inaudible in order for me to hear you.
Cool.
Yeah. So give me 2
seconds. Love this for you. No, I'm a hedgehog. I'm not part of the Rodentia family, but thank you for spotting me, Maya. Yeah.
Hang on. I'm gonna. Oh, you're at 200%. Oh, it's you that is quiet actually, because you're at 200%.
I'm quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you
Sorry,
checked
I'm
your-
I'm talking into the mic now.
No,
Hi, hello.
Have you checked your noise canceling? If you go into your settings.
Hold on a second.
If you go into
Hey,
your
what
settings.
if I do this? Do I sound better now?
What did you just do?
Hello? I just improved the volume somewhere.
Okay, that does sound better.
Cap
sounds louder than
sounds
me.
louder than you.
Yeah. To you, but not to me. To you.
Oh, okay.
But not to me. Cap, do me a favor. Go into your settings.
Which settings?
Discord settings.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't
Go
die.
into your Discord settings.
Yeah.
And go to the voice and video settings.
Yep.
And you see where it says noise cancelling. You have 3 options: crisp, standard, and off.
Yep, it's on crisp right now.
Oh, if it's on crisp, it's fine. It just needs to
Okay.
never be on standard. Standard lowers your volume.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I only use crisp on none, so.
Yeah. So it's a problem on my end, basically. I don't know
Okay,
why.
well.
The problem is Firefox is
Oh.
too loud, and if I put it at a volume that I like, it's too low for the stream to hear it.
Amazing. Love that for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna turn it down slightly, and then turn it up for.
Oh, why am I Star Hurricane? I need to.
I don't know, but
I need
anyways.
to.
Anyways, welcome to the stream, Cap. Chat, everybody. This is Captain Hurricane. Maya, can you give a shout out to Cap?
Hello, I'm Captain Hurricane. I'm the world's greatest racing and pilot hedgehog.
You
The
are.
world's greatest Gunpla building hedgehog as well. Yeah.
You are.
Woo.
You are. You are.
Yeah.
That's
I need to get back. I need to panel line that Epion I was building, but that was a good. I love building legs on a on an RG, and the legs on that are very leggy and very nice, and it has little faces on the feet to make them talk, and made them talk. Yeah,
Faces-
I'm very
faces on
funny,
feet.
as you know.
Faces on feet. Somebody's into that. Yeah, folks, go follow Captain Hurricane. Friend of the stream, enemy of the stream. You're both.
Yep, both.
You're a bit of both.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay, I think the
So
music should
how are we
become-
doing with this? The perfect upgrade pack, was it? Strike Gundam
Yeah,
weapon packs. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, for the
The
EG,
annoying
the
thing-
EG, right?
Yeah, which is right here. The annoying thing is that this is the shitty
Yeah.
EG that comes in a jiffy bag, and it
Oh,
only came
okay.
with like knives. And so this pack, like the AL Striker, comes with a rifle that is not the standard rifle. Thank you for the follow, Master Build Gunpla. Also, Cap, thank you so much for the 36 months. That's almost a year.
Yeah.
Can you believe it's almost a year? But yeah, basically
it's-
my
feels like forever.
because it's the one in the jiffy bag, it doesn't come with the rifle or the shield. And one of the strike packs comes with a rifle that is not the normal standard
The
street
rifle?
Yeah.
No.
So this one is gonna look kind of incomplete unless I get a shield, a high grade shield for it, and I don't know how to get one without buying a high grade strike Gundam, which would defeat the purpose. I know that I'm meant to have the boxed version of this, so maybe like
Well,
I'll
that's
buy that.
It's just like the entry grade new Gundam. That's like, hey, buy the HD new Gundam for the fin funnels.
funnels.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch,
It's like-
I could just then build the HG.
Yeah, and it's like, no, L ratio, okay? L
Although, to be honest,
ratio.
I don't know what the latest new Gundam HG is like, but I really like the EG, so
I mean, the HG is like 10 years old by now. I think.
Yeah.
It's meant to be good. It's meant to be like decent. It's meant to
Yeah.
be like a good.
actually,
HG.
you know what? I have the RG new to build at some point. Like, it's been sitting in my backlog for a long time.
I
So-
have a hot take, Cap. I have a hot take.
hello.
My hot take is I don't like the unicorn stuff that they added retroactively to the Sasabi, and the new Gundam.
The new Gundam?
Yeah.
What
'Cause
stuff did they add?
Both of them have I think they did it for the RGs. They definitely did it for the Verkaz. Where they have like a Psycho Frame. Psycho Frame.
Oh, right.
confirmation
Yeah, I
stuff.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I would check Dalong, but I am, building a Gunpla. So
Yeah, I think there is some psycho framey stuff in it. But,
yeah, and it's like
yeah.
it doesn't look bad. Oh no, this is the Striken. But yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world. But does it need it? I don't know. What I really like about those designs is that they are very Yutake Subuchi, right? They have that very like chunky industrial feel. And also, of course, the Sasabi looks a lot like the Rick Diaz because it was originally a Mamoru Nagano design. We do not need to scrutinize that.
Courage, can you believe she's talking about Mamoru Nagano again, Christ?
Oh! Courage is here! Sorry, Courage, you're muted! Sorry! Wait. Oh, yeah.
Why is Courage muted?
Courage, say hello!
Oh, it's probably because... hello. It's probably because me and Pixie are usually in the same room, so you probably mute one of us.
I know why I can't hear Courage.
Yeah.
Hello! There we go, now I can hear Courage.
Yeah, hello!
Welcome! Can someone give a shout out to Courage?
Apologies, it's because normally have you and Pixie on the same stream, so we have to...
Yeah, you're fine.
So I literally didn't notice you arriving. Sorry about that. Let me...
it's fine. It was literally like, I've been here like seconds, don't worry.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna put you in front of the stream avatars at least. There you go.
Wow.
So, Courage.
Well, look massive.
Yes.
I hear, Little Bird told me, that you have just returned from watching Star Wars Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith.
It's true. I did do that today. It was re-airing in cinemas for the anniversary. So
Amazing. How did you enjoy it? Did you have a good time?
it was good. I had a really good time. Pixie cried. Pixie brought their Anakin eater bag and their little plushie of Anakin and dressed them up as Pom Pom Purin and then like produced them from the bag during the youngling scene and was like, I don't know, and he was like, yeah, go live your best life, and like shook him in front of the screen.
Was Pixie literally yelling, "Live your best life"?
Well, they were like whisper yelling it to me.
Oh my god.
And
so Pixie's in favor. Pixie, just to be clear, Pixie's in favor of Anakin Skywalker killing children.
Listen,
He killed the younglings. Ooh, I gotta cover my beard so I don't laugh in the camera.
Listen, those younglings were little bitches. They had it coming. All right. You know, it's.
but yes,
it's,
it was very good. I love how much fun Ian McDermott is always having on screen.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody had a little chuckle at all of the little moments you would expect people to have a little giggle at. You know, it was...
there was a line in Andor season 2 where Ben Mendelsohn, mate, he goes, "Unlimited power," and I'm like, oh, he said the line. I love democracy. I was just reading up because when I went to go see 30th anniversary, it was 30th? No, 25th of Phantom Menace last year. I was like, oh yeah, this is the McClunky cut because it has all the extended lap 2 and the kind of wacky races grid, which I feel like they haven't really upgraded to Blu-ray quality, so it looked like it was a DVD in the projector. But I was looking up the Revenge of the Sith changes, and there aren't many. There's like a wipe is changed to a cut from a diagonal wipe. There's more clone trooper dialogue, and
isn't it the CG Moff Tarkin is the?
I'm pretty sure he. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't know if he was there because I didn't actually watch it in the theaters.
Well, no, CG Crown of Tarkin is there in every cut.
Is it every cut? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, he's always been there. He's the actor that plays Scorpius in Farscape.
Right, I couldn't remember if it was in the original theatrical cut or not. So,
the thing that annoys me about
that... I mean,
that
you just see him for like 3 seconds from the back anyway.
What annoys me about that is that the man already kind of looked like Peter Cushing. You didn't need to see it. Luckily, you only see it for like a couple of seconds, and so it doesn't really even add the
it's literally like... I think people only remembered it because it's like one of the last shots of the movie.
Yeah.
With Hayden Christensen like demanding to be in the Vader suit.
Real, to be honest.
You know, based. Master Build, you're building the Immortal Justice Gundam. Is that one from Freedom? Is that
I believe so.
I think so.
Yes.
Wait, no, Immortal Justice.
No, wait.
Okay. Is it Sea Destiny?
I don't know that. I don't know Sea well enough.
About my least knowledgeable facet of Gundam knowledge because I don't like it. I believe it. No, it is the upgrade from Freedom. Yes.
It's the Operation Enduring Freedom. Sorry, Immortal Justice.
It's the one that Shin pilots in Freedom.
Yeah.
By the way, Courage, we're listening to on stream. We're listening to like a selection of like the best fighting game music.
Very good. I approve. Me and Pixie were talking about this because there's a European Evo that's happening in France this year, and we got our passports renewed. So
Oh, are you gonna go?
I'm considering going. Yeah.
Sick.
I'm probably gonna drown in pools, and then I can go look at Artist Alley, and then we can go to Disneyland. But you know,
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm
we are.
I sadly,
it.
I mean, I can travel right now, but because I do have a passport, but I need to get a new passport right now, and it's I got my appointment.
It's a process.
Well, I got my appointment to get the passport redone, and it's in July.
Right.
So.
Right.
So
yeah. I mean, my goal is to kind of just go for the vibes and probably get into some Ratchet side tournaments that aren't on main stage because I'm not going to get into all the ins and outs too much, but because Sony now own Evo to an extent, everything at main stage is played on PS5, so it's only games that are available on PS5 that can be played at main stage.
So what you're telling me is that there's not going to be an Eretz Fahu tournament or a Psychic Force.
So the main thing is that almost always happens at side tourneys and stuff. Like Kamen Rider Climax Heroes on the Wii has side tournaments. Like if you want to play like weird, like old, more obscure or weirder games, there will be people playing them. You just won't find them in the main competition areas. But
of course,
they'll be in hotel rooms, two floors up. Yeah.
I guess like I think that's kind of what keeps me from being a full-on fighting game girly is that, you know me, Courage. I can't do with all the technical side of things, and I just want to play Evil Zone with somebody. I just want to play fucking.
Yeah, look, if we're ultimately everyone's, at least I would hope for the most part, everyone's out here to play fighting games to have fun, and regardless of how you have that fun or what game you play, as long as you can fire it up with the homies and have a good time, then play whatever you like.
Yeah, me and the dive kick tourney, 3 hotels away.
Hell yeah! You can find me in the bathroom playing My Blood Actress Again current code with whoever's in there still.
Yeah.
As long as you can.
I feel like Choo Choo will meet you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did I? Hang on a second. I'm missing a. Wait. Oh, there's some stuff that is in the runner for the sword. It wasn't all contained in that. Yeah. Maybe this might be a mutual part. Hang on.
Looks like there's a Zaku little kind of tubing for the face on that runner as well. Amazing.
A what? Oh,
the Zaku's kind of tubing. Yeah, like the gas mask.
Yeah, that's for the shoulder.
I see.
Yo, Cool and Torklane, thank you for the hydrate. Give me a second. I'm just gonna take this part out, and then
joint hydrate.
I shall hydrate. But yeah, no, that's I think like because like when I went, there's like a local fighting game community thing, and people were like, oh, if you want to meet cool people, if you want to meet cool queers, go to that. And I met some cool queers or whatever, but I didn't go a second time because hang on, I'm gonna drink. First of all, there's like a bit of an expectation to bring your own controller, which is weird.
Yes, there is, and unfortunately also you now need to have a converter if it doesn't work with the PS5.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. People lent me their controllers, it was fine. But I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Weird. And then, because nobody told me about that. And then, but the other thing that put me off is that, like, I guess, like, people were playing a lot of, like, I don't know, like, the same thing over and over, sort of. And people were playing very competitively. And people were playing games that I don't know and that don't look appealing to me. And I don't know, I think, like, my thing with fighting games is, like, I love fighting games. But I don't really interact with them the same way that fighting game communities do, I think.
Yeah, I get you.
Because I don't care about technical stuff. I don't care. I don't understand frame data. You know.
But to be fair, like you're valid too. Like you don't have to understand things at a high execution and technical level to have fun playing fighting games. Like at all. Like
yeah.
And to be fair, yeah, I can understand like at a tournament that some people there will be there to do that. But there are always the I don't know if I've shown you the video before, Mario, of a semi-recent tournament where one of the side tournaments was someone brought their build of Mugen and you picked random every time. And the winner got like, I don't know, like $10 and an Astolfo body pillow or something.
Oh, wow.
Like, like that's the kind of shit I want to get embroiled in. Like,
Yeah. That would.
No one knows how any of these characters work, and there is a meta because of how silly some of these are, and everyone picks random. And you think you can use like the osmosis knowledge you have about how some fighting game things work, but these characters are all made by different people, and you have no idea how they work. Like, it's really fun to watch.
That sounds great to me. But yeah, people actually told me like, yeah, if you want to bring stuff, like feel free. And I was like, I guess, but how would I bring all these like weird PS1 games that I like?
Yeah.
To an event like that, I mean, I guess if I really, I guess I could customize my Steam Deck. I guess I could.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finished the launcher. Look.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I finished it. Hang on. There we go. There we are. Yeah, so we got this. This is articulated, which is nice. And then of course this actually can. Hang on. How do I do this?
How do you short web?
How do I short web? Oh yeah. Because what's really cool is that this actually has a locking tab, so that it can just stay there pretty firmly, and it can stay like vertically really well as well. But then you can actually untab it, and then it's like properly loosey-goosey. Why not? And then...
Wow, that's very loose.
It is quite
Assuming
loose.
it locks back up at some point, yeah. Oh, because you can hold it with hand.
Well,
anyway,
yeah,
so.
because you hold it with...
Yeah.
Hang on, and then... What happens then?
You commit war crimes.
I mean, okay, and then Oh, this rotates, that's why. This rotates. And then you put... Come on, dude, help me out here. Come on, brother. Like, it feels loose to the point it feels detached, but it's not detached. That's really funny. And then it goes on a little bit of fisting. Why not? There we go. There it is. Bam. Kablam. And apparently, wait, the other arm allegedly grabs this bit, but big allegedly, because wait for it. Oh, because I can also extend. I forgot.
Extend rifle.
That was cool. Awesome.
Right.
I like Seed now. So that's one expansion pack done.
Somewhere AJ is celebrating, doesn't know why.
Somewhere AJ is drinking a glass of wine, looking out the window and smiling like subtly, like yes.
Well, no, he's Scottish, so he's just having shots of Iron Brew, like at the wedding of Mon Mothma's daughter.
Yeah, I did see that post.
Yeah, that was really funny. Except Mon Mothma is not Scottish; she's Irish. But thank you.
She's Irish, that's true. Yes, no, but and they're weird, like weird space Japanese weebs. So
it was such a weird. The whole wedding is so weird because it's like Japanese with bits of like Celtic and random other shit, but it's mainly white people in kimonos, which is weird.
Which I think perhaps was the point, and it was very funny to see, but yeah.
yeah, because it does feel like detached elite, which is what you're meant to feel, right?
Yeah.
Although,
and then what's his face from Coupling turns up and is like, "Oh,
I will talk to you a bit more about this off stream because I don't want to spoil it. But there's some bits that I was confused by, mainly because like I haven't rewatched Andor since it aired.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, I was a bit confused about some characters and about some stuff that was going on. Mainly the Mon Mothma plot, because I was like, I remember some of this, but not like all of it. And I'm gonna do what I did before, which is that I actually took the entire runner out before starting to build, and then process them. I did
See,
I did
I
a
haven't-
Giselle. Sorry.
No, you're good. I haven't watched Andor in a hot minute since it aired. I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Last thing I remember remotely Mon Mothma Jason was like, when the last comic run was ending, there was a whole side story about Lando being on trial for like selling out Han and shit, and it was like very Leia, Mon Mothma, and like Lando centric, but it was very fun. It was like just before the events of Return, and it was good.
Yes, yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
You know,
Yeah.
speaking of the comics, I always wonder why they haven't done like a Dr. Aphra TV show, because that feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah. I feel like that's. Do you know what? I call it like cope, but I do feel like it's their break glass in case of emergency.
I don't think you're wrong. Yeah.
You want to know? Yeah, I have a couple of opinions on it. First of all,
Okay.
it's first of all, the people that make the Star Wars TV shows, I don't think they read the comics. I don't think they give a shit. Because like they don't, as in,
Oh no, sure.
obviously continuity is mostly kept. Like it's all in canon, which is fun. And I haven't read the comics in a hot minute. I was reading a lot of them when they were first coming out, the canon ones a few years ago, but I haven't in a hot minute.
Mostly also the comics are mostly between episodes 4 and 6, so and the TV shows haven't really covered that, so there's not much.
Yeah, which is also no, because there's like a lot of prequel comics. There's like stuff about like what Darth Vader was doing between episodes 3 and 4. There's like a lot of comics about that. So
Yes, between 3 and there's a bit of that,
So there are parts in which the comics tie into stuff, but and there's also comics in other parts of the timeline as well, because there is part.
But I'm aware. I know. I was saying the main Star Wars thing and what Dr. Aphra is like between 4 and 6. Though, so.
Yeah, true. But the other thing with that is also Disney hates gay people.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if
I mean, to be honest, there is that
competent showrunner to portray that some of those character interactions in a way that does not seem. They seem to be good friends.
well, apart from the gays in Andor, but Andor's a special case, I think. So.
Yeah, Andor is kind of like you would need the showrunner of Andor, but also you would need a really different vibe from Andor, because Andor. I was telling Cap that the thing, and this is not a spoiler for season 2. This is just how Andor feels. Like Andor is a show that is like uncomfortable. Like it's a show that, like, remember how season 1 barely showed you stormtroopers and barely showed you like TIE fighters. It barely showed you the standard Star Wars iconography, and it's a show where everybody is tense and unhappy. You know, it's not a show. You know, somewhere there's this teenage farm boy that is in a few years gonna have like a really cool pulpy adventure and meet his cowboy boyfriend. You know, and his pedal bin and his tinfoil pal and all that. And all of that is going to happen, and they're going to destroy the Death Star. And meanwhile, the prep for that is this depressing show about the underworld and, you know, about the rebellion. And, but, like, I really feel for Aphra, you would need something that combines the two. You need something that combines some of that seriousness, but also the Dr. Aphra comics are super pulpy. There's a lot of.
I was about to say they're really like pulpy, campy adventure vibes. Like,
like,
oh, she's tricked them again. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you could just do Mando, but it's like Indiana Jones. So.
Most of those comics are just basically about Aphra duping every single canon character she can clap her eyes on.
Yeah, exactly. And being a disaster lesbian. That is something that would be like, I can definitely see them doing the thing where the show feels like Aphra and maybe it's even a good show and all the lesbian stuff is just implied. And that would piss me off. Honestly.
It's not an Aphra show without her lesbian stormtrooper girlfriend.
Exactly. Or without the omnicidal droids.
Oh, 000 and BT. Is it BT0?
It's 000 and I can't remember the other one. I can't remember the other one. But that's the thing, right? So, like, I mean, we've already have live action Black Chrysanthemum in Book of Boba Fett.
which was wild, and that was a comic pull as well. So yeah,
It was
it's
definitely
BT1. Yeah,
It was definitely my Glub Shido moment of that show.
yes,
It was my Glub Shido. It was my Tunt Pisso moment.
when Cad Bane showed up, I was like, I sort of get why. Because the Clone Wars sort of expanded young Boba Fett's thing, but I don't think it really fit in what they were trying to do.
No,
with
especially
Boba Fett.
because like it just makes it feel like Cad Bane is the only bounty hunter in the galaxy. Because you have to remember,
True,
Cad Bane
yeah,
has shown
yeah.
up in everything Dave Filoni has done. He's shown up in well, except for Mando, but technically Book of Boba is an offshoot of Mando, so that counts.
Mando 2.5, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it literally has a Mandalorian episode in the middle of the show.
Correct, yeah.
But like,
oh, hey, you know that thing we did? We worked towards the first 2 seasons. Let's just undo it in one episode. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
It's fine,
absolutely.
yeah.
But yeah, then like he showed up in. Obviously, he comes from Clone Wars. He showed up in Rebels. He showed up in Bad Batch. You know, and and it's like, okay, I guess Cad Bane is here, but like you expect Cad Bane to show up. You don't expect Black Chrysanthemum to show up. So that was cool.
Yeah, Black Chrysanthemum I think was an interesting pull. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, we need more. We need more Wookiee characters.
I was gonna say, yeah, I guess like that was a good excuse to be like, it'd be cool to have a Wookiee. Oh, there is a Wookiee that we could just pull. Okay, sure. And we'll get a few comic nerds hard out of it. So
do you guys remember how in the Thrawn trilogy, there was a Wookiee? I can't remember his name, but he was like, because Leia at one point is like on the run because like the Empire wants to get to her.
Right.
And Leia's on the run basically, and so they try to like hide her in several different planets, and one of them is Kashyyyk.
Right.
And they so they have like a Wookiee that is basically her liaison while she's there, because this Wookiee can actually speak Basic.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And basically, when she meets this Wookiee, she turns to Chewbacca, who is also there to like help to protect her. And she's like, "Let me guess, you've had a speech impediment all along." And then the other guy says in Basic, he's like, "Oh no, actually, Chewbacca speaks perfect. He speaks perfectly. His speech is beautiful. Even it's me who has the speech impediment that makes it easier for me to speak Basic."
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it the whole thing? The Wookiees like vocal setup, it means they cannot speak Basic because they just cannot make the sounds, and that's why.
Yeah.
I believe that was old EU, so yes, that's a very
Well, I mean,
cool way to do it.
Old EU, obviously. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it would be
At least,
interesting. That's just never been addressed, basically, in any way in new canon. So all the U was stupid in a lot of ways, but it was also, I don't know, it had a lot of stuff. You know,
it was fun, but I think the main problem, which we are now getting with the new canon, is that there's just too much of it, and it became like a burden upon itself.
Well,
it's basically the equivalent of like, oh, I wonder how many of these darts will hit. Let's throw like 100 darts at the board all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that hit are bangers, but the ones that don't are like.
Hi, Topanga. Thank you for the headbats.
And then you get the kind of jokey, here are the 87 Jedi that survived the Jedi Purge, and it's like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like I am starting to get, like, listen. I enjoy a lot of those Jedi characters that have survived the Purge.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and all of that. You know, that's fine. But at the same time, it starts getting kind of ridiculous. Because
there weren't that many Jedi.
I'm not saying that like everything has to fit with the original trilogy. Oh my god, canon, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it does devalue it a bit because like the feeling in the original trilogy is a feeling of like desperation, right? I mean, it is a pulpy, fun camp adventure, but there is an undertone of like, if we don't do this now, this is the end. If Luke can't beat the Emperor and Vader, this is it. Like, who else is gonna do it?
No one will. Yeah.
Like, if Luke doesn't do it, like the only other option is like someone will have to train Leia, right? And then if she doesn't do it, then that's it. You know?
That's it. We're fucked.
And now it's like, well, but I mean, Ahsoka was still around. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing that like.
I love Ahsoka. I love Ahsoka. Not in her show, but I love Ahsoka. I love cartoon Ahsoka. She's great.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she survived. She's fantastic. But also, if Luke and Leia weren't gonna do it, like she was gonna do it. Let's be real. You know?
I mean, I mean, you could basically say that about any character that returns in the Ahsoka TV show. I love this character in the source material they were introduced in. I don't like them in the Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
I don't really
Why-
like
why is
Sabine in the Ahsoka show, but I sure do love her in Rebels.
Yeah, like why is she suddenly? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
I do like. I will say the casting for Ahsoka.
Yes.
Aside from
Oh, yeah.
Ahsoka herself, because I think Rosario Dawson is a terrible actor and terrible in the role, in my opinion. All the other casting is pretty good, right?
yep. And you know, getting Lars Mikkelsen back to play Thrawn after voicing him in Rebels was very good as well. I think.
And the actor they got for oh my god, for Sabine. She's good for Sabine. She's a good fit. She's just not given a lot to work with.
Yeah,
I believe she's actually a good sword fighter, like in real life.
Yeah.
So, which baffles me that first episode's lightsaber fight looked like it did.
I mean, that's a
yeah.
choreography issue, I guess. But,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And also Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera was.
I mean, she's
I was
great.
like, oh.
I think she works personally.
Yeah, she works. I was like, oh, you're making me remember. I thought Ramona was hot. Are you okay? Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But like all the casting is good. The guy that they got to play Ezra also really good. He feels like Ezra, right? Great.
Oh, and
that actually feels like a natural progression for him. And I remember I was talking to people about it because when it aired, because people were like, oh. Why is his, what's going on with his haircut? That doesn't look like that in the show. And I'm like, no, but it looks like how his dad used to do his hair, though.
But also, like, hasn't it been like
at least 10, if not 15 years?
The bro has been in the space whale dimension for like 50 billion years.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine. You know what I mean? It's fine.
And it's such a shame that the actor who played that Dark Jedi passed away because he was fantastic. Like
he was really
every
good.
scene he was in, he elevated. It was wild.
Do you know who they're replacing him with?
Yes, it's the Hound, right?
Rory McCann, Glasgow's own
Rory
Rory McCann,
McCann.
Glasgow's favorite son. Glasgow's favorite son, Rory McCann.
Yes.
They showed pictures at Star Wars Celebration, and it looked really
I
good.
saw them. They looked alright. Yeah.
I think he's a good.
I think
fit.
he'll do an alright job.
He'll do a good job.
And the Dark Jedi lady, she can cut me with a lightsaber anytime if you want. So
we know this. You bottom. Bottom.
I believe you found him a Switch. Thank you very much.
Nintendo.
Yes, that's right.
Nintendo.
You remember
Switch.
when people were like, "Hey, the Switch is the kink thing." It's like, yeah, thanks. That's. You think you really did something there, didn't you? Fucking idiots.
Well, I was saying that. Kat,
Anyway, never
so get
mind.
the fuck out of my stream.
Too late.
Too late. I mean,
My opinion of you could not be any lower anyway, so it's fine.
The thing is, I can't kick you out because, like, this might be my stream, but we are literally just for you guys don't know. We have like we have a secret channel in the Gatai server.
Yeah.
They do now. No,
I
I'm
am
kidding.
I am literally on the Gatai server right now. So the new Hedgehog Switch.
Woo. Because we're at level 2 on the Gatai server, we actually have slightly better audio quality. Yeah, you can take the people out of Gatai, but you can't take the Gatai out of the people, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's fine.
This is for Oh, I was gonna say something mean. Never mind.
Okay, well.
This is for people that are still in good.
Wonderful.
That are still in good standing with the current members of Gatai. Anyway, I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Oh yeah. You know why? Because this is my stream. I do what I want.
What I want.
Do I want?
Oh, you know, Mario, you pointed out that I have 2 Daryl Baldies. I was just thinking, like,
Yeah,
maybe I should get another.
Did you pre-order them by accident?
No. I bought one, but my friends already bought one for me for Christmas, so I ended up having 2.
Yeah.
But I was thinking maybe I should get like a second Schwarzette, and then I could make like a hybrid of Garibaldi and Schwarzette as like a Gwelja Turks
I think
Gundam.
that could be fun because like one thing is like you could put like those the base shoulder stuff on it.
Yep.
And then maybe make a red.
Yeah.
Maybe make the whole thing red because that's like.
Oh, that would be my plan.
color.
I would paint it red. Yeah, so it's not just the Shah colors 3 times faster. Schwarbaldi. Imagine if we get that in like the final episode of G-Quarks, we have like a whole. That's why they were holding back the Shah theme for in the movie.
There's like a tiny little rearrangement of it that was in the TV broadcast that I think may have been in the movie, and we might have just not noticed it because it was in a different key. But because one of my friends who watched it like multiple times while it was airing in Japan was like, yeah. Did you see that? And I was like, what? And then he pointed out where it was, and then when I watched the show again, I was like, oh, you were right.
Amazing. I'll have to look out for that. Is it as hidden as City Escape in? No,
it's pretty close to that though.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Mario, I interrupted you.
No. I was gonna say I'm very excited. I'm enjoying G-Quarks. I am worried about how much I don't know.
I got 9 episodes left.
I don't know because we only have 9 more episodes, which is insane.
Yeah.
And what is the story going to be? Because like we have so many. Yeah. My concern is, like, when you set up an alternate continuity to 0079, it's like, okay, but this opens a can of worms, and it's like I feel like we only have time for Machu's story, like Machu, Nyan, and Shuji, who are clearly the protagonists, right? But it's like But then you have to talk about the Char story, and how does that connect with like? It doesn't feel like enough time. Doesn't feel like enough time at all. You know?
I feel like if next episode we have a clan battle, that has to be the last clan battle before we get onto the rest of the story.
Yeah, because,
I don't know.
We can't, like, I feel like one clan battle is fine, but this can't be a show about clan battles because then what do we do? Like, I was watching the clan battle episode, which obviously was part of the movie, and I was like, this is great. And it really feels like Build Fighters, just because it's the typical. Right. It has the typical Build Fighters. Oh, think it's Pango for the Hydrate. It has the typical Build Fighters, or one would say general tournament anime setup that is like, you know,
with commentary and stuff,
with like people commentating on it, and especially with like Shalia and Xavier commentating on it from the Xeon bar, which also happens in Build Fighters. And I was like, this is fun, but like it's not bad. But we have a lot.
It's just not progressing the narrative in any way. Like,
not at all, no.
Like it progresses in a little bit. But like having one, like my worry is like, are we gonna have more of these? Because like, then where does the story go? You know, what you know? Do we have time for this?
Yeah.
Like where is Char? Where is Lala?
The fact we also had all the duels in Witch from Mercury is making me wonder if this is now the edict from Sunrise that. Oh yeah, you have to have big fights if you're not doing Build Fighters because Build Fighters did so well. Because it's 2 series in a row where they just had, you know, fights for fight's sake, and it's like, okay. Although, who's to say if you can tell Hideki Anno to do anything?
I would say, I don't know if it's a mandate. I would say it's probably a coincidence. It's just like Witch from Mercury had to have it because Witch from Mercury was Utena. And also the duels in Witch from Mercury always like made sense, and they never got
had a narrative reason to have it.
True. The same with this one, right? The same with this one is establishing a lot, so this one is fine. My worry is if we get more, like you were saying, Cap, you know, because if we get more than one or two,
if we're in episode 8 and we're thinking about the next clan battle and we're still being cagey about what happened to Shah and the Zek Novas, then it's like, what the fuck are we doing here, lads? You got 4 episodes left.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
What would probably happen is that if there are going to be more clan battles, the only thing I can imagine is that they will parallel a fight from 0079 in some way, like some Black Tri-Stars shit, or you know, that kind of thing.
But also, like, there's so many questions. Like, Sion is being run by Kishilia. What is happening up there? Is Degwin still alive? Like, I know we're not going to find this thing. What about Sayla? What happened with Sayla? You know, is Amuro
we haven't even seen that in the TV show.
Like
Amuro is probably like either dead or just an unknown civilian.
Well, because I assumed when they first announced this AU that they were going to be basing it on Tomino's original novelization, where Amuro is KIA halfway through the plot and Shah pilots the Gundam and they paint it red.
Yeah.
And he like defects to the Federation. Which they didn't do because it wouldn't have made for a very compelling TV show. And I'm probably good that they didn't because there's a lot of things that probably wouldn't have fed into anything else very well. But it's an interesting idea, and I thought they were going to use that, but then they kind of didn't. And now I'm like, well, now I need to know what's going on because it's not based on anything else. So I want to know what the fuck is happening. Like,
literally none of the main characters of 0079 have shown up in the show.
Yeah.
Literally
Everyone's
none of
just like I can't I still can't believe it because I joked about this to some of my friends that were like, oh, am I going to be able to watch this new Gundam without having any knowledge? And I'm like, oh, well, it's like AUC, whatever, blah blah blah, and there was like no footage that showed any of the 0079 stuff. It was just like Matthew and stuff, and I was like, haha, hope you know your Xeon new types. Get ready for loads of content about Shalia Bull. And then one of my friends went, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. And then like I was like, yeah, he's in like a couple episodes, maybe one, I think,
one
0079.
one
yeah,
episode.
yeah, it's one. I was like,
Then watch that Gundam Evolve.
yeah, and then they were like, yeah, I don't fucking remember that. There's no way they're gonna do that. You're fucking with me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm joking. And then like literally like a week later, it was like, oh my fucking god, it's Shalia Bull. I think I manifested this.
Shalia girlies rise up. Shalia girlies.
Yeah, real. It's crazy, bros. Bro in
love
0079 is supposed to be in his 30s and looks like he's like 50. Like,
it's just
well, you know, rubber roll, 35 years old.
it's kind of insane because like who would have expected Shalia Bull? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's such a weird, like it's not exactly a super deep cut, but it's like not something I'd expect at all, really.
It's
You know,
not
yeah.
deep, but it is deeper than if it was Ramba Rao. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
exactly. Yeah, true. Exactly.
Like
yeah,
you would
yeah,
expect in this kind of thing, you would expect Ramba Rao, you would expect all the higher ups like Makube, Kisilia, all of them. You would expect them, or even Garma. I know Garma is like MIA or something, but like you would not expect Shalia. Like, of all of the Xeon characters, literally, like Shalia Bull is maybe a notch above some of the one-off mobile armor pilots, and some of those show up in the movie. And like there's like a bit where they're all when they're like gonna do the big drop on the moon, like, and you have all of them in like Thin Shar's bridge, and you have like there's the guy that has like the skull on his helmet, who is also like I think like a Brabro or Browbro pilot. No, not Brabro. One of the bros. The bros.
The bros.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where this goes, and if Machu and Nyan don't kiss, I am going to beat the shit out of Hyakiano. Because clearly it's only him. That's like nobody else. Not Tsurumaki, not anybody else, right? Hi, player, welcome.
My tiny peeve that I had with the broadcast version is that they showed some of the 0079 fan service stuff, cut all of the stuff that actually gives context to the stuff that they showed in the first episode. And also, they got Makuve's original VA back for this movie, and then they cut his scene.
What?
The TV broadcast.
No! Oh man!
I feel like a lot of those scenes might come back.
Yeah, I think they will.
When Char shows up. Because, this is the Strike Gundam. I'm building the accessory packs for it. But yeah, I feel like, because Char has to show up. Like, we have to find out what happened to Char. And when that happens, they're going to show the sequence of, like, they're going to show the sequence of, like, what actually happened in the asteroid. They're going to show Makuve
the Zeknova. They're going to show him training.
Do I remember right that Makuve is leading, like, a fleet of Big Zams and shit?
Yeah,
that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one leading the Big Zams, right? Because I
believe so. Yeah.
Because Dossel died.
Yeah,
they did say that Dossel dies at Solomon.
But his dream of mass producing the Big Zam to crush the Federation in no time happened. So.
Yeah, and they did. So top marks. You know, good job. Good job, Dossel.
And you know, hopefully we get to find out, you know, more about why Sailor shows up in the movie and how she shows up in the movie.
Wait, what?
Because that scene was not Sailor Mass in the movie.
Yeah, what? Sailor was piloting the Gundam before the Zeknova when Shah sees her for like a second through the
and he goes Artesia.
Yeah.
Wait, oh god, I just don't remember.
You only see like an outline of her, so when he goes Artesia.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, they don't stop on it very long.
Wait, did you say she's in the Gundam?
Yeah.
No, it's like a gym.
Oh wait, no, was it a core fire or something? I don't remember.
It was it was a Federation mobile suit.
Yeah, I don't
think of something. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the implication is Sayla is in the war.
Yes,
Okay.
and she's
Okay.
still on the Federation side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder where it's all gonna go, because like it's so, I don't know, it's so unpredictable, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and the clan battle aspect, I'm like, that is, because I do understand that there needs to be like a backstory situation for Machu and all of them, but I don't know, it's such a weird, because it really the duels really fit in Witch from Mercury
Yeah.
from the start. It really fits because it's exclusive private school, it's Utena, we get it, like you just get it. And here it's like, yeah, the clan battles fit, but it really, the way the show promotes itself, the way that they're showing it so far, it feels like it's a show about clan battles. And I'm like, but that doesn't jive with the, are you trying to mash together two proposals?
Yeah, because when they showed the original like early announcements for G-Quacks, they didn't show anything much to do with 0079. There was the rumors going around, but they didn't show it in the trailer footage, and it looked like it was just going to be a show about clan battle. And I was like, and it was they even did the if you break their head section, they lose or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's going to be about a mobile suit. Underground street mobile suit tournaments, and like we're going to see loads of different like types of crews with like different personalities and mobile suits and whatever. But at the moment, I'm like, well, which is it?
Like it's not, none of it has been bad, right? That's
it's really fun. Like
it's been fantastic, because clearly all the creatives are like top level. The budget is there, the voice acting is good, the character designs are top notch, but also like, it's a big sense of what the fuck, where is this going? But also that's exciting, right? That is exciting because like
and like no work that Hideaki Anno has worked on has ever made me feel that way before.
yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Right? So yeah,
Can't
so
wait for
what's,
the end of G-Quacks.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited to see. Oh, hang on, my music ended. Finally.
It turns out the Zek Nova is yet another impact, and we got to go through everyone else finding their way. Machu's going to wake up on the shores. Yeah.
I want
Did you guys
Lala.
see the?
I want Lala. Give me Lala.
Yeah, I would like to see Lala in this art style.
I want to
yeah.
see. Well, what's interesting is that, remember, Char is not in this art style. Char is not.
Yeah, that's
Cameron
true.
Bloom is
Yeah.
not in this art style. Like, Cameron Bloom looks like he's from a different TV show, because he is.
Well,
He does. He is.
I forgot about Cameron Bloom, and
also,
I
like,
remember turning to Pixie
Yeah.
and being like, in another universe, he still lost the Mirai Ball.
Yeah. But also, like, even Shalia Bull, even when they show him like younger in the 0079 flashback, like, I mean, the uniform and everything, it's fine, but his face, compared to all the other characters in the flashback, every other character in the flashback looks 100% 0079. Like,
They're full
Kishilia,
1979 designs. Yeah.
all of them, Denib, all of the dudes from Char's ship. Everybody's completely, and then Shalia Bull looks like a character from like 2025, and it's weird.
Yeah.
But only his head, because obviously he has the same uniform, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird. Like, why don't not do one thing or the other? Because also, like, when Char shows up in modern days, is he gonna look like a 0079 character, or is he gonna look like a new redesign, which would be super cool, seeing a redesign?
He's going to take his helmet off, and he's going to have those like Shalia Ball eyes, like your old model.
yeah, he's gonna have those like multicolor eyes that a lot of the characters have, because that's like the Reiwa.
Yeah.
It's a very Reiwa style of like the show is extremely Reiwa, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In terms that everything is so multicolored and so trendy looking, right? It has that.
Yeah, again, like Xeon wins the war, and a year later they have flip phones. They have smartphones, rather.
Yeah.
Like, this is the utopian meme. Society. Xeon wins the 1 year war.
But also, like, what I really like is that the implication that Garen is not there, because then that means that you can have a Xeon winning the war, not being, genocidal fascists.
his greed was satiated, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
I see what he did
unsatiated.
there. Because
Yeah,
because of Kieran's greed. Yeah, because of Kieran's greed.
The game, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
of
See, I'm
Kieran's
very
greed.
clever.
the popular strategy video game series, Gear and Screen.
Yeah. Giren no Yabo.
Do they still wheel out the voice actor for Giran to do the Xeon speech? I feel like I've seen him do it a few times.
Potentially, although I'm pretty sure it's been archive audio a fair few
Fair
times.
enough,
But
yeah.
did you guys see the whiteboard in the little clan battler hideout for the team that Mashi joins? By the way, because it's entirely full of references to Gynax works in the background.
Oh,
of the
is it?
shop.
Oh, tell me.
It has
about
it has
Amazing.
Daikon written on it. It has Fraternity written on it, which is the name of the group that Nono joins in Diebuster. It has Exotic
Oh.
Maneuver written on it. It just has the word Vespa written on it, which is for fully coolly, I guess.
Wonderful.
Um,
So it's a bit like End of Evangelion, where like Misato's looking at that screen and it's just like a history of
Gynax.
Nerve, but actually it's the history of Gynax.
It's
yeah.
Gynax, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't remember all of the things that were written on there, but I remember definitely seeing the Daikon
great.
Gunbuster stuff and fully coolly.
Wonderful.
For a
And
second
it's very quick,
for a
but it's
second there,
very funny.
because my brain is what it is, and also because my brain is a sludge at the moment. Because there has been a whiteboard that has been the talk of the internet, which is that we've seen a whiteboard of the writers' room for WWE, and because a lot of people are really pissed at how WrestleMania 41 panned out, and they've seen a lot of the proposed ideas and are like, that would have been better, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah. Also, Triple H and The Rock might hate each other in real.
Is that a work or a shoot?
It's a shoot because basically The Rock ruined WrestleMania and then explained why he did it. I mean, he doesn't see it as ruining WrestleMania, but I can explain. But we need to go to an ad break.
Okay.
I see.
We need to go to a quick ad break. Chat, don't go anywhere. Get yourself a snacko. Get yourself a dranko. Get yourself Dianko Lastrea, the Polish VTuber idol. I don't know why. I don't know. Listen, my brain. Be right back.
greatest cyborg hero, Maru Melandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her.
We return to your regularly scheduled hoedown. Your regular,
we're holding down.
Hoeing
To
down,
take your
baby.
partner, move your feet from side to side. That's all. The bit's over. I'm done. Okay, thanks.
good
Um,
bit. Nice house.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, you're welcome.
Good tea. Nice house. Also, what's we talking about? Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I believe it was made by some guy called Hayao Miyazaki from Studio Gib, and they made the Mobile Armor Gundam in 1980. And
mobile armor Gundam style.
Wow.
I'm so funny. I'm so funny, chat.
7 out of 10.
I'll 7 out of 10 you, baby. I hate
7 out of 10, like your beloved Love Sunshine.
Yeah, I don't understand how you didn't. Like, that confirms to me you don't have a soul. You don't have a heart attached to eyes and ears. You're
Yeah. That's,
Cap?
hello?
You're worthless.
I'd be called worse.
I've been called worthless.
Well,
That is nothing.
Yeah.
That is nothing. Anyway, Gundam is good, I think.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you for
pretty
coming
alright.
to my TED Talk.
I've literally been no-lifing the new mobile game to the point of running out of things to do in said mobile game. So
Oh, shit.
don't end up like me.
Don't become like
Yeah,
Don't become like Courage, kids.
it's
No,
very
Courage is-
strange.
I'm
The
so
story mode is
tempted.
strange.
Oh, sorry, but please keep going.
No, you're good. I'm just saying the story mode is strange. It's like UC is like a straight line that you can go through for 0079, a new translation, and then double Zeta.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt you, Courage. We're getting a
you're good.
raid.
Oh, a raid!
Hello, AJ. Welcome.
Hello, AJ.
Whoa!
Welcome.
AJ,
Thank
since
you
you were building
reinforcement.
seed stuff.
Yeah,
and,
I like
became,
Seed
yeah.
now because this kid is good. So I like Seed now. Seed is good, actually. Actually, Seed is fine. Seed was never the problem. Original Seed is fine. Like, it's not the best thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's a solid 7 out of 10. The
Just
problem
like
is the
Love
rest.
Sunshine.
What? No! Shut the fuck up! Kill yourself! Anyways, hi AJ, welcome Raiders from Marmalade, Lincoln Pocket Rider Queen. We're building the accessory packs for the Intergrade Strike Gundam. I'm here with Courage and Captain Hurricane. I was summoned by the
Hi.
Strike Gundam. Awesome. But yeah, thank you for coming, folks. Give AJ a follow. AJ is a wonderful, wonderful Gunpla builder. Anyway, where was we? I was insulting somebody. I was insulting Cap. No.
Me probably, yeah.
Probably. What were we talking about? We're listening to this like really trancey music, so it's like not trance music, but like very like vibey music, and so my brain is like turning to even more mush. But
No,
yeah.
I
The
literally
game,
was.
you were talking about
Yeah,
the mobile game.
The plot is weird. The story mode is weird because you have 0079, Zeta a new translation, and then goes into double Zeta and has to edit loads of stuff out of the plot because it wouldn't make sense following on from a new translation. But you also get like Seed and Wing at the same time as that, and then after that you unlock the other AUs. But G-Witch only goes up to right now, like the second Elan thing, maybe like the first sortie for the aerial rebuild. G Gundam only goes up to like the end of the Guyana Highlands before the final round. So
halfway through, basically.
Yeah, all of the AUs only go halfway through. Gundam X only covers the first season, and Double O is the same as well. I have no idea why that is the case, but it just says that more is coming in a later update, so I guess that's why. But it's very weird because the UC series have and Wing and Seed have actually Wing and Seed are the same. They only have the main first season stuff. It's very strange. But yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty good though. If you've played G Generations before, then it's kind of similar. And
is it a strategy
you'll
game?
vibe with it. Yeah, if you've played Super Robot Wars, then it's like imagine playing Super Robot Wars, but everything is Gundam basically. It's very similar.
Yeah, I've considered games of that sort, but then I'm like, I don't have enough whatever brain space for playing more than one of that type of game. And if I'm gonna play one, it's gonna be S or W, obviously.
I totally agree. The only reason I'm playing this right now is because it's the one that my brain is using space for right now, to be honest. So I totally understand that.
Absolutely. I still haven't played 30 properly, and already we have a new Super Robot Wars come out because I'm so slow. So
30 is very long, to be fair, because it's like a huge love letter to so many entries, to be fair. But yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh my god, there was something about a Gundam game. I kind of wanna. I need to like check back in with Gundam Breaker. We all kind of dropped out of that really quickly, didn't we? Like it was good. Like the
the weirdest thing is
it just didn't have enough missions, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like when Gundam Breaker 3rd was out, I like no-lifed it, so it's just really weird. I couldn't tell you why that hasn't happened with Gundam Breaker 4 because I don't dislike it at all. Like I think it's pretty good. My
problem with Gundam Breaker 4 was just that like I did all the storyline, and then after you do the storyline, it's just grinding the same type of mission. There's a couple of like really funny special missions, like there's a couple, and I never got the DLC missions. I do admit that. But, like, it felt like there should have been more story or more missions. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like there's plenty there, but, like, not enough somehow. I don't know. It just didn't inspire me to keep on playing. It became, like, really grindy and really enough. Like, you know, people say that, for example, people say that Monster Hunter is grindy, but, like, the grind is what you buy that game for. Like it's because the actual act of killing the monsters is always interesting and it's always different, right?
Yeah.
But in Gundam Breaker, once you get a good build going, like that's it. You know, that's you can, and it's not a hard game. And so I'm just like, I don't know, man. I want to keep collecting parts and shit, but at the same time, I'm kind of done. You know?
Yeah.
Right,
there isn't
quickly
really
pop away for a bit, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. I need the DLC. It's the proper ending. Okay. I'm kind of short on money right now because of I'm paying for a lot of things. I'm paying for like, you know, management and shit. But yeah, let me drink some more of my drink. Did I pick that up from somewhere? Calling it a drink? Or am I just saying shit? Am I just talking shit and getting hit?
Who can truly say?
Thanks, Boo. I know that you got me.
Yeah, for real.
Who can say? Okay, so we got this part, this thing, and then there is a little bits, and then another part. Is that how Gunpla works? You got
I guess so.
And then there's another part. Hang on,
I guess the only other thing with the mobile game at the moment is that its big selling point that is in every ad is that you get the G-Quacks for free. And you get Machu for free.
Ooh.
Which is nice, and there's an event at the moment where you can get the Red Gundam and Shuji for free as well.
Mm-hmm.
But people were a bit miffed because the G-Quacks is the only unit, pretty much one of the only units in the game that only has one weapon and one animation. And Machu has no voice-acted dialogue or animations on her sprite. It's just her promo art for the show, just in the game. And it's weird because
minimum effort.
Well, the thing about it is that Arsenal Base, the arcade-only card RPG that they have, had an event for when G-Quack's Beginning came out that had voice-acted dialogue and animations for the main cast. So people are very like, you had these! Like,
Yeah.
You know, it could... I mean, the Japanese players won't have this problem because when the Japanese version launched, it launched a good few months ago, and they didn't have Machu for free. They got Soletta and Ariel free because G-Witch was popular at the time. So for the English version, they gave this away. It definitely feels like they needed to add it in. Yeah, as AJ says, probably like last minute.
You know what's really funny? I was on HobbyLink recently, by which I mean I'm on that site every day.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's always like new merch coming out for like a lot of the Gundam shows.
Yeah.
And even for Witch from Mercury, there's always been like a steady drip, right?
Yeah.
They're releasing a whole new slate of merch for it. Like they're first re-releasing a lot of stuff. They're re-releasing a lot of plushies and stuff. And they're releasing like a lot of new keychains, a lot of new stuff. Not new kits, you get me. That's merch, right?
Yeah.
But it is extremely, extremely funny that they're releasing this huge slate of merch that it's not bigger than the G-Quack's one, but it is weird, right? I mean, it is a very
that is
still.
strange.
We still love it. We still love it though, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, more food is never bad, right? Like,
I mean, I will never get tired of the Witch from Mercury. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. If I ever get sick of the Witch from Mercury, a show that already ended. If I ever get sick of it, you will know that I am dying. That's the code word. That's the secret code word.
That, or you've already died and been replaced by a changeling wearing your skin or something. Like, it's not you anymore.
Exactly. You get me. You get it. Oh, this is an interesting thing. It's these two like C-clips, but they connect to each other. What? All right. Weird. Bit weird, but okay. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. And then there's a blue bit that connects them? What? No. Huh? What is that thing? Oh, it's here. It's here. So this thing... Hi, Coleman! You've been summoned by the Norks! Norks! I'm the Steamboat Wanker. I love Norks. You can tell that Maya is not here because Maya hasn't killed me for doing that. Yet...
Yeah, that was a stream of all time.
I'm so glad that you were there to witness it.
Of course.
The thing about the Steamboat... thank you for the head pass, Coleman. The thing about the Steamboat Wanker is that he can come back at any time. You know, he's a free agent. You know what I mean? That means that he is. One might even say he's a celestial being. And the problem with that is that he can come back at any time. He's in your he's in your local park. He's in your bottled water. He's in you. You know, anytime, any place. Just like that dude from Vampire Diaries. Okay, what the fuck am I? What am I hit? Oh, white? Wait, huh? Eh? Sorry, I'm trying to determine what parts this thing wants from me. Because I cut them all and now I don't have their part numbers and shit. Oh, okay, that one is kind of a bad nub. But yeah, hi, Courage. So I am very excited at the translation for Sakura Wars 2. That means that we have so many Sakura Wars
me
games.
too!
And what I need to ask you is...
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do a Donathon this summer.
Okay.
Donathon is going to have like, you know, a day where like it's going to have me playing retro games. It's going to have me doing art. It's going to have me doing all sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
And do you think I should just go for the first Sakura Wars game?
Yes.
Or do you think I should go for like... I mean, I'm obviously not going to go for the GBA version. That one is the one that I'm going to play on my beautiful... I haven't taken it out for a while, actually. I'm going to show it on screen. My beautiful Anbernic RG35. You know, this guy that I was yelling about last November because I took it to Italy.
Yeah. I remember looking at it when we were hanging out in person and being like, that looks so sick. I got to get me one of those.
Yeah. And there's a new one coming out that is going to be more powerful. So
I see.
oh no, it's not a Game Boy SP. This is an Ambernic. It's an emulation device. Ambernic RG35XXXP. I haven't taken it out because I've not been playing many retro games, but having this on the run is so good on the go. I mean, for anything up to PlayStation and all of your Game Boy games and all of your NES, Super Nintendo, it's just so perfect. Does it have any?
Yeah.
Does it have any battery on it? Hang on, I don't think does it. It does. I was playing Castlevania on it a lot. But basically having this on a train, you know, perfect train, perfect travel. Oh yeah, I was playing Castlevania. Look, and it also has like a frame because the aspect ratio is not perfect for GBA, so it has a frame that actually does that. So it pretends to be a GBA. But yeah, so it also it saves where your game was basically when you close it.
Nice.
I love this thing, and why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, no, because Sakura Wars Game Boy Color
Sakura Wars
is perfect. For
it's very good. I would say play the first one because like eventually we will likely live in a timeline where they are all playable and easily accessible, and you will be glad to have played them as in sequence for that, because I won't spoil anything major because I want you to love and appreciate the game, but Sakura Wars 1 and 2 builds on stuff, and then Sakura Wars 3 has the protagonist of Sakura Wars commanding a new team that is in Paris, and then by Sakura Wars 4 it's a sequel to the Paris game, and then at the second act of the story, suddenly you hear that, and it gives you like a new opening, and it's like the girls from Japan are coming to Paris. Like,
sick.
It's like, whoa! Like, but that was in the, you know, on the cover of the game. It's not like a huge thing, but it is a huge thing because it's amazing. But like,
yeah.
And then it's like, oh gee whiz! But yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah, give me a second. Cap says I'm back and lurking. Sorry, I had to drop. No worries, Cap. It's
all
totally
good.
You're totally good. Coleman says picked up another old Sakura Wars kit. Ooh, I have one Sakura Wars kit that I picked up because I was like a tenner in Hobby in Japan, discounted for like 30, and it's the one that is like very basic, and it's based on the I think it's from Sakura Wars 3 or something. It's like white for a bloke. I think it's probably for the main character. I'm gonna paint it pink because I want it in pink. The Ambernic is it's very much based on the original Game Boy Advance SP, but if you look at it side by side, it's bigger. But it also has like more buttons and stuff, so it's more comfortable as well. I love the part separation on this kit. It's really good. But you know, cool. Because I was wondering if I should just start with because the latest one is like an action game, right?
Yeah, Shin is. I wish I could recommend Shin hard. I don't hate Shin. I still like it, but people bounced off of it mostly because if you're a Sakura Wars fan already, this game does not play like a Sakura Wars game. And the other problem is that Sakura Wars has like a split between like visual novel content and stage content, and in a strategy game the split works really, really nicely. Of like the general gameplay loop is, you know, you spend time hanging out with the girls. Fire Emblem. Yeah, except that Sakura Wars doesn't have leveling up like Fire Emblem does. The girls' stats are tied to their emotional state before a battle, so you need to try and spend time with everyone and make sure that they're like, you know, you hang out and you play like, I don't know, you play Koi Koi with Koran or something, or you do like mini games, or you spend time with people, and that directly affects their performance in combat. But the thing, and there's a good split, but Shin, because it was an action game, the split is almost the same, but it feels really quick because you're playing like a hack and slash action segment, and then it's over in like a couple of minutes, and then it's like, anyway, here's some more getting cutscened, and I feel like it loses some of the charm when you're like a 3D model that has to physically run around places rather than moving Ogami's little sprite cursor over a room quickly. It kind of like makes the whole thing feel a little bit more like a chore. It's still fun, I still think it's good, but yeah, it has some teething problems.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because I wanted to play. Hi, Gundam Brawler, welcome.
Hello.
Cap says he has a working Minish Cap GBA SP. You should do something with it, like using it and having fun with it. But yeah, I've always wanted to play Sakura Wars. It's one of those games that like I literally heard about it in the 90s. I literally heard about it during my earliest days of anime fandom in like 97 or something. and I knew
Yeah.
about it, and people showed it. Like we were looking at. It's the kind of thing like okay, the kind of thing that we used to do as otakus in the 90s. At least in Argentina, a lot of it was literally we made up. We go to a comic. We go to a comic book shop, right, and look at the manga and whatever. And then we would decant because we're all teenagers. We would decant to McDonald's, and someone would go like, "Oh, look at this cool magazine that I bought. That none of us can read Japanese. It's a copy of New Type or whatever. Let's look at the illustrations and talk about what we know about these things because nobody has a smartphone to look anything up. And there's nothing to look up because the internet is in 1997. And that's kind of what we did, right? That was how misinformation spread. But yeah, it was fun.
I think Sakura Wars had like a... Obviously, it was a game that you could only really play if you had a Saturn and spoke Japanese, or could read Japanese. But the other thing is that the anime adaptation got localized, so lots of people still knew about Sakura Wars through that, and it had the game's opening as its OP, and Kohei Tanaka, the composer for the soundtrack, who also composed the soundtrack for G Gundam, composed the soundtrack for the show as well. And then obviously, Madhouse and Production IG, very, very, very pretty. But yeah, it basically has its own story that's separate to the game because it sort of acts like Ogami doesn't exist, who's your player character. But yeah, it's still good. Yeah, it's really, really good fun. It absolutely like oozes charm.
Just like me.
Yeah, real. You're so real for this. I will say, obviously, like it definitely has some like. Obviously, it is a game about an alternate history where Imperial Japan thrives and prospers, and there's some isms there. Where if that bothers you, then it might be a little grating. But I would say that kind of part of the setting is mostly set dressing and has a bit more of a backseat compared to like it's basically just getting spiritually powered robots and kill demons. So it is what it is. But it's obviously like. Yeah, it's basically, fictional Taisho period, but they have steam powered robots. That's basically it. But yeah, I love it. There's definitely you think it can't keep getting better, and then like new girls join the roster, and it's like, oh my god, like.
I like girls.
Yeah, I imagine that. I don't even know who your favorite will be, but I mean, I would, if I had to guess, it will be Kana, but like, Kana doesn't join until way later in the game, so, but she's the strong muscle girl, basically. The first thing she does is beat up a guy who's creeping on her superior officer in a fully animated cutscene. And her animation in the intro is like flexing a bunch, and then she rips her own shirt with her biceps, so.
Yo!
Oh, raid!
Hang on a second, we're getting a raid! Hanakyo!
Woo!
Hana raid! Hana, how's it going, baby? How you doing, baby girl? Hello, welcome, raiders! Thank you for the follow, Nexalia. Thank you! Oh my god, how are we doing? How's your stream, Hana? How does this part going? How was it? How was your yapping? Hello, Yuxpos, welcome! Little sis Hana, hello! I love you too, Hannah. If you need to lurk, feel free. But do tell me how your stream went. You took your friends to court. What? Just like I tried Captain Hurricane a few years ago. Amazing. I'll watch the mod. Folks, please give Hanaki a follow. She's a wonderful friend of mine. Oh my god, Yuxos, got sued? Holy fuck. Roblox Court. Have you heard of this? Courage, have you heard of Roblox Court?
I'm aware of it.
And now, I guess. You owe her 50k. Holy shit. Hanakyo bankrupting people right here. But yeah, welcome Raiders. My name is Marvel Andrew, Lincoln Bunker Credit Queen. Great time for having a cough. I am a variety streamer. I stream Minecraft and Monster Hunter, although now I'm on a Monster Hunter break. I'm starting Oblivion next week, and on weekends we build Gunpla. I'm a big yapper. I'm really happy to see you all here. Thank you so much for bringing your folks over, Hannah. And I'm here with Courage, my boy, my only boy. Oh no, female streamer collaborating with a man. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That was so funny. Why is that so funny? Uh-oh. It's like the fucking You know the fucking sound effects like, oh no, you know.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm only mentioning because like somebody made a video about unicorns recently. Like a VTuber
Right.
made a video about like why unicorns suck, and I was like, yeah. So but anyway, but yeah, welcome everybody. I'm really happy to see you here. We're playing the Strike Gundam accessory packs. Hopefully, eventually getting the perfect accessory pack all together. And we're talking about mecha shit with girls. If you're here, if you like mecha, if you like girls, do you like girls? I like girls a lot. We're you know, in this stream.
I happen to like giant robots and also women.
Yeah, exactly, because in this stream we respect women's rights and women's wrongs. Real, absolutely real. But yeah, welcome. You supposed will think about paying up. But yeah, folks, Raider, you know, Hannah and everyone in the collab. Yeah, if you need to run, feel free. Don't worry if you need to lurk. Get yourself something tasty to eat. But yeah, we're talking about Sakura Wars, which is to get people on board. It's a retro game for the Sega Saturn. It's a game series. It's combination visual novel, dating sim, strategy game. I would say. Maybe not dating sim.
Yeah.
Or does it have dating sim elements?
Yes.
Okay.
Some entries have it more pronounced than others, but yes, there is like you can have like be on a girl's route and get events with them and such, and there can be like an ongoing running relationship you have with girls in entries. So yes, sure, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot, Nico, because like back in the day there were less rules about what a game should be, especially in Japan. I would say there was a lot, especially in the PS1 Saturn era, there was a lot of experimenting. There was a lot of like cross-genre stuff back then. And dating sims
I don't
was so
think you
popular.
get away with suggesting to have a strategy RPG in which the stats are solely dictated by the girl's current opinion of you, like nowadays.
Yeah. No, the closest we have is Fire Emblem to that, basically.
Yeah.
And it's not the same thing at all.
No,
I do love all this color separation that I think I'm betraying by not really sanding too much for this, but whatever. It's my stream and I'll sand if I want to. Oh shit, I forgot a part down here for the how does this? Oh, I didn't see the instruction that said to put this in for this under bit for the color separation. Come on.
Yeah, the only other reason I wouldn't recommend Shin first is also because while Shin is kind of like it's not really a soft reboot, it does actually carry on from events from the other games. It doesn't make reference to them loads, but there are characters that return from the previous game, and there is a plot thread that is at least somewhat reliant on you knowing who these characters are and what has happened in previous entries, which is why it's also a little bit like, well, this is the first time you've put one out in English since Sakura Wars 5 on the PS2 and Wii. So
yeah, which is again very, very strange. Of events there.
Well, 5 is also fine to play on its own, actually, because it's loosely linked to the other games, but basically has an entirely new cast of girls and a new protagonist. So Gemini Sunrise, my beloved. God, amazing. Cowgirl Samurai is such a good design.
Yeah, I'm glad that you find me, Dr. Pigeon Man. That is also such a good name, Dr. Pigeon Man. There was a Sakura Wars gacha because everything has gotten a gacha. But before
there sure was, and it died real quick.
Look at this sword. This color separation is insane, and I'm gonna get the beams now for it. But no, it died of death, didn't it? Really died of death.
Well, people looked at it and went, "This has basically nothing to do with Sakura Wars."
Oh, really? How come?
Well, it like did, but like it just I don't know, people just looked at some of the character designs and some of the general vibes and were like,
was it very Goonie? Was it too Goonie?
I mean, it was a little bit, but that's kind of par for the course. I think the other reason is that it had like a prologue OVA. I remember it had like a 23-minute long OVA for the game, and it started in like December 14th, and it was shut down by
March,
July.
July, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they never said the reason ever. They just said that it was shut down. So
I mean,
we have no
a
idea.
gacha game is not shut down unless if it's not shut down if it's making money. Can I name the Gundam? Yeah, sure, go for it. I've named it several times on this stream. Yo, Facu, thank you so much for the 26 months. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Argentina mention? Sorry, Facu is a fellow Argentinian. I've always loved this sword because like this is the most realistic sword beam saber in a mainline Gundam. Because like the idea that the beam is like a contained beam makes much more sense for a cutter, and the idea that it also adds the weight aspect of a sword, which again in fictional swords you forget about the fact that a sword kills you not just because it's sharp but because it's a heavy object that hits you. And so like this is I love that it's an anti-ship weapon, and so it gets all of the momentum of the weight of the metal, and then it has the beam bit that like cuts really hard, you know. I really love this weapon. Where's my knife gone, bro? Sir Pablo, what? Air Sininga? Okay, I'm completely lost. But yeah, no, Sakura Wars. Love girls. Love Norks. You can tell Maya's definitely not here because Maya, when I did the Steamboat Wanker, Maya didn't come back. Sorry, go on.
I hope that this leads to a timeline in which Sakura Wars 3 and 4 get translated, and then basically every game in the franchise is available. Because 3 is incredible. When they made the transition to the Dreamcast.
I will say if like we've been getting them in a steady. I mean, Sakura Wars 1 got translated a while ago.
Yes, yeah. It got updated a little bit later, but yes, it was quite a while ago when the 1.0 came out.
Recently, a couple of years ago, we got GBC.
Yes.
So, and now we got 2. So, they're steadily coming out with them, you know.
And there's actually already there's an English translation project for Sakura Wars 3 that's already in progress that's been going since 2022. So
yeah. By the way, I've always loved this boomerang from the Sword Strike, because I think it's really funny to have a boomerang that is like half beam. It's really silly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, no, Sakura Wars good, turns out. Oh, Kurt, since I have you here, you know the way that this. So I do this thing, chat, just to eliminate. Part of the way I communicate with Courage is like, oh, I heard about this really cool game. Do you know anything about it? And Courage will go like, do I? And this tells me why the game is cool or why it's shite. Because you are.
That is a lot of the conversations we have.
Because you're very knowledgeable, and I enjoy hearing your take on things, and you're someone that I trust much more than a rando, obviously, because you're my friend.
I love and appreciate you for this. Lay it on me.
Yeah. But yeah, I found out about a game series called Criminal Girls.
Ah, yeah, I know it.
So, for people in the chat, Criminal Girls is a dungeon crawler series. The first game came out of the PSP, and then it got a remake for the Vita, and then it got a sequel for the Vita. And that's kind of where it died, I think. And the idea, the basic concept is it's all these girls have gone to hell because they were sinners, or they were going to become sinners. It doesn't matter. That's splitting hairs. And so basically, you have to do dungeon crawling and fight monsters to like redeem them. And you also have to punish them, and apparently some of that is like really kinky. And kind of fan servicey. And you are like a warden of hell or something that is trying to redeem them, basically. And it sounds like a fun concept, but I wanted to hear your take before I jump in.
It is, but I do think it is one of those games that where sometimes when you play it and look at it, you're like, this game's gonna get me put on a list.
Oh no! Oh, is everybody like little?
Oh, they sure are, Murray.
Oh dear.
Oh, they are.
Dear.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
On both games, or just on... Okay, because the second one they looked less chibi.
Let me Yeah, I'll drop one in your DMs.
Whoa, steady on. Buy me dinner first. Sorry, just was like saying I'm gonna drop one. Sounds like you're gonna take a shit. I don't know if that's actual slang. Hang on, I'm gonna refill my water while you do that. Down for a bit.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh. Yeah, I knew that it has like punishment mechanics for the girls. Some they'll finish PS4 Star Wars. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the Kong, AJ. Thank you. Okay, let me see what card is showing me on here. Because I saw some of these designs, but I didn't know what they were gonna look like on the.
Yeah.
No. Because like I am like, as I was telling you, I'm definitely gonna play like games that are a bit mucky. Mucky stuff in them on when I have Fansly, maybe. Like I might play like director's cut of Muv-Luv finally. But not this. I don't think so. I think I'm good.
I was like, I'm gonna do you a solid.
I think it speaks a lot to how little, like I'm not dissing the Vita, right? But it didn't really have cultural penetration compared to like the DS or the 3D, even the 3DS. And you can tell how little cultural penetration there was, that like the second game in this, the two games in the series got released for the Vita in the West, and nobody did any scandals about it. Because like, if this had been on 3DS, which it would never have been, but if this had been on 3DS, there would have been a scandal.
Conception 2 was on 3DS, so I mean...
Which one?
Conception 2 was on 3DS, which
I've never heard of that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a really quick...
But did it come out in the West?
Yes!
Oh, okay. Here we go, chat.
I'll do a really quick rundown. Conception is a series by Atlas. It is about... I'm gonna just summarize it without all the lore stuff.
It's fucking Atlas. Sorry. Atlas.
You go to like an academy full of pretty vibrant young women. You've got the girls in your class. You're a high schooler or whatever, and you have a special power to they call it classmating with other girls in a chapel where they dress risque and you put your hands on them and it gives birth to a star child, which has like a class and like bits of your stats, and you basically make an army of children and then go into dungeons with one of the girls and fight enemies with them to save the world or whatever.
Excuse me?
You make like little babies, and the OST has like this really jaunty theme. It's like of a Japanese vocalist who goes like, "Congratulations on your new arrival," and like a baby comes out of like a Matryoshka doll that the girl is like holding while you have like a risque scene with her or whatever. It's very strange.
How did this get released?
Yeah.
Oh, this one is an actual entry grade runner. That's wild. Some of these runners
it doesn't perform very well on the 3DS, but it came out on the 3DS.
Why would they? Because that sounds like the kind of game they would not release outside of Japan.
Yeah, but they did.
But why though?
I don't know. And
was there any controversy for it, or maybe just flew under the radar?
I think it just ended up being one of those like, haha, so wacky, like.
Yeah, I mean, listen, in Fire. Okay. Let me tell you about the Fire Emblem game that I played the most. Okay, It was. You're gonna be able to tell me because you know everything, but like it's the one that it was on 3DS, and it had three. I think it was Fire Emblem Fates. It had 3 versions.
One you're talking about
it
had a
one for the main.
The Nor and Hoshido. Yeah. And then there's the one where you tell them to go eat shit and do your own thing.
Yeah. I was playing that, and obviously what I do in games that have romance, I look up who the lesbian romance is. But I don't, lesbian, bisexual, whatever. I am a girl, I want to romance a girl. Romance, right? And if I remember correctly, there was one in that game. I think maybe there was two, but there was only one that was like in any way near the part of the game that I was in or something like that. I don't know. Maybe only one in the storyline that I was doing, something like that.
It's not. I think it's Niles and Raja are the only characters that can be romanced by either gender, quote unquote.
Yeah, there. I remember there was one that I did her backstory so that I could date her, but in order to unlock this character, chat, here's what I had to do. Now you would think, oh, you have to do this quest, these missions to meet this character. You have to go meet this person. You have to do these battles, do the storyline. Okay, here's what I had to do. I had to, because you can pair off your characters with each other, right? That's like a core mechanism.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The same sex
don't spoil it.
Like
don't spoil it. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
So, you have these two characters. Don't ask me to tell you the names of characters. I played this game only once, and I have brain damage. So you basically have these two characters that also start off not liking each other. It's that classic thing where, like, you know, I don't like you, baka, you know, kind of thing. And you have to grind their relationship to the point that they get together, right? To the point that they get really proper closely together. And I grinded it. I did the grind, okay? I did the relationship grind until they got together. And eventually a lot of the characters that get together have a kid, and the kid can be recruitable depending on conditions, I think. But in this situation, what it was that they have this kid, and then the characters are like, wait, we're waging a war and we have this baby. We can't, like the two characters are like, we don't want to stop doing the war to be parents.
I hate Fates, by the way. This is one of the reasons I don't like it.
I'm getting to it. So then they're like, well, we don't want to stop, like, we don't want to like abandon you, because we want to fight alongside you, this war, whatever, the war, you know? But we can't have the baby in danger. But it just so happened that I think one of the missions that comes up during this plotline is one where you discover like a pocket dimension.
Yeah. You
discover a pocket dimension full of demons, and where time occurs faster than in the regular world. And so you put the baby there. I think you leave her somewhere relatively safe. And then you go back there, like, after a few missions, and the baby is an adult woman, because it's been 20 years inside of that dimension, whereas it's only been like 3 weeks for you. And you meet this girl. Now, I like her character. She's like a very gothy, like, fucked up girl. But she's fucked up because of the trauma of being raised in a hell dimension.
Yeah,
so this girl,
it's the abandon and age up your children into tools of war dimension.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then I could date her because she's gay. And I was like, this feels wrong. This feels morally suspect. At least a little bit. I think I am not 100% happy with the events that have now transpired under my command. I don't, I'm not a woke moralist or anything. All I'm saying is that I have some doubts about the morality of working really hard to get a couple of people together so that we'll have a baby and then depositing the baby in a hell dimension that will traumatize her and grow up, and then dating her after she's grown up. I don't know if the game was trying to evoke this feeling in me. I don't know what the game was trying to do. Courage, please illustrate.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
What was the game trying to do?
So what, unfortunately, Mario, what you did is okay, so I know lots of people like Fates, so apologies, because I'm going to just put my opinion out there. You played a bad Fire Emblem game, is basically what you did.
Oh, really? Really?
Okay, so I'm going to sound like such a fucking, like, the SRPG boomer, and that's fine. Fire Emblem is not a franchise that is about getting your units together and creating romances and children. and it hasn't been for a very long. It hadn't been, sorry, I should say, past tense, for a very long time. And then Fire Emblem Awakening came out, and it was a smash hit, and it deserves everything that it gets because it's very well written. It's a very fun game. Basically, in older Fire Emblem games, 9 times out of 10, you have fixed maps. You have a plot that progresses. You do not go around grinding beyond giving your units deliberately bad weapons so they can like hit enemies over and over again before a map ends, and they can, you know, get more XP. For there was the support system, which is what the dating heavily leans on. But the way it worked is that you put characters next to each other, and they gave each other buffs, and that was kind of it. And like they had support ranks that went up. But normally, characters would only get together. It would be like something that happens over the course of a game or during an ending that happens when you finish the game. If their support was high, it would be like, you know, they, after the fight was all done, they realized their feelings for each other and they got married or whatever, you know? Like, but Awakening made it so that you could, obviously, you know, you could have characters, you know, get romantically entangled, and that's fine. And then but also Awakening had a plot line that is about an alternate future that Lucina is from, where, you know, all of your children exist in a future timeline and are fighting a war, you know, that has happened, and they come back to the past to try and fix things because they can't, stuff has happened that makes it difficult for them to do that. Yeah. So, like, there is at least sort of a narrative context for the children existing, because they are like, I'm your kid from the future, and I'm here to make sure that I actually get to continue to exist. Okay. That was really popular. People really liked the idea of basically engineering a class out of 2 characters and putting their skills and affinities forward into the child. But like, there was you didn't know that was going to happen when you were getting the characters together. It was like a twist later. And then you were like, oh, this is a neat byproduct of me just thinking that these characters' relationship was cute and then putting them together. Obviously, on future playthroughs, you can do the Fire Emblem, you know, the Fire Emblem min-maxing if you want to. But Fates was like, well, that was really popular, so we should shoehorn it into this. And they're like, what do you mean it doesn't fit? Just make a fucking age the child up war dimension. And I'm like, you didn't think about, like, narratively how fucked the implications of this is? You just want the baby mechanic at, like, any cost? Like,
oh, no.
You know.
Oh no.
And then there's the incest, but we won't get into that.
Excuse me? No. Courage. What? You said the I word.
I sure did!
Does that happen in Fates?
It's in Fates.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of it.
Oh, wait, I think I heard about it. Yeah, because you are related...
You are related
to
one of the royal families.
Yeah, because you were raised by one of them, and then...
Yes.
But you're related to the other, so you can have... you can have it all. You can have actual incest or adoptive incest, whatever you prefer. Whatever you're into, you know? Whatever it is that you want! You pervert! Shit. That is...
So... That, you know, Corin's grippers are out. There you go.
Oh yeah, I do remember that, like, one of the final isn't like the final outfit for the evil version of the girl version of the main character. Like,
the grippers are out, and yeah. they used that for Smash as well.
Yeah, and I have actually seen, like, they released like statues with you know, as usual, 100-pound statues with delicately rendered feet, and I'm just like, aren't these characters like fighting a war? What is happening here? Are they fighting a war?
But you know, when Brian David Gilbert said, you know, Fire Emblem, which asked the question, what if chess was horny, is upsetting because that is not what Fire Emblem is. Like, that's just what Fire Emblem is perceived as now.
Yeah, that's what it's become perceived as now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, because I do know that the older games didn't have that. I know enough to know that.
And I can recommend you some legitimately incredible Fire Emblem games if you want, but...
Is Three Houses any good? I did consider.
I'm going to be honest. Pixie has played it in its entirety, and I haven't touched it because I'm immensely wary of any Fire Emblem game released after Awakening came out.
Oh damn!
I do actually plan to play it though, so I will get back to you. But
Fire Emblem is just one of those games like Pokemon, where it's. I mean, I did play a bunch of Fates back when I had a 3DS, but like, it's one of those games where I'm like, I feel like I need to play one really good one, you know, and then I'll be good.
My favorites are the Tellius games, which are Ike's games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Path of Radiance is on the GameCube, but is also going to be on the Switch 2's thing for GameCube as well. So it will be playable there. That has some legitimately good LGBT romance. It is a slow burn.
Wow.
It requires some going through hoops. But the game is not about pairing your characters off in a romantic relationship in the first place, so it's just like, oh, that's nice. And there is a lesbian, but her stats are terrible.
I'm also going to assume going through hoops doesn't mean pairing off a couple of characters so that then they can have a baby that then you can put in a pocket dimension and then you can roll.
No, it's like having them take certain actions during stages together and having their bond rank be at a certain rank at the end of the game and then carrying your post-game save into the sequel.
Okay. That's pretty good.
It's that kind of slow burn.
Yeah.
And Radiant Dawn has a canonical lesbian, but her stats are bad, so I'm sorry.
No
but she is very good, and I like her, but she's not good. She's not that useful.
So I think I am starting to fade a little bit. So I think we're gonna end stream here because like building the ale pack, it's the most complicated one, and it has it's bigger than the ones we already built. And I'm like, nah, we'll be here for 3 more hours. I want to get out of here. I want to go get a wrap. I want to go get a kebab and watch the wrestling. But listen, Kurt, do you have anything coming up that you want to plug?
No, I'm streaming every Wednesday over on my channel. That's it. I stream retro stuff, whatever I feel like at the moment. I have been playing the Oblivion Remaster, doing a unarmed hand-to-hand only run. That's really it at the moment. I play whatever the heck. Usually play old Saturn games and other stuff like that. So if you like that kind of vibe, then please do consider coming to check me out.
Yeah, please check out Courage. I dropped a shout out in chat. Now,
thank you.
Let me see who all is up. Oh yeah, this is my last stream this week, chat. We're gonna on Monday. I'm actually starting my Oblivion Remastered adventure. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah, I'm very, very excited to be a lizard girl. Hell yeah! But yeah, and what else? Anything else that I wanna say? I think that's it for now. That is it for now. I'm just trying to figure out who to raid. I feel like I always raid the same people.
Are you going to you going to collect all the volumes of The Last the Argonian made so you can read them?
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, you can get it's 7 whole acts of lizard girl erotica that's in the game, so go get it.
I should. I should probably not read it on stream.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Oh, hang on. President Noir is up, and I have not playing Shenmue. President Noir is a fantastic streamer that I met. I met him through December. So yeah, fantastic streamer. We're gonna rate him. He's only just started. Brilliant, perfect. That means that
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna Shenmue Saturday. Amazing. I love President Noir. So yeah, we're gonna raid his star screen. Chad, be nice over there. I still don't have the raid message because I need to draw my own raid emotes. But yeah, thank you so much for coming, and have a great one over with the Prez, my president. Thank you, hi Belusia, thank you for the headbuds. Thank you, Hannah, for the raid. Thank you, AJ, for the raid. Thank you, Lampy, for the raid. And thank you, Cap and Courage, for being here. Courage, say goodbye.
Bye!